So, it's just so gay, dude. It's all just so lame and gay. Oh my god. Ladies and gentlemen, um, I didn't even know if I was gonna go live today. It's just, I have the blues, but, I, some developments happened that I guess were kind of unavoidable, right? It seems like a lot of people decided to crawl back to my streams temporarily for my coverage of this subject, which I've done no prep for. But the serious nature of some of the things I've been hearing necessitates an emergency stream. So it's involving our favorite longtime friend, okay? Me and Liam used to be like two peas. It's so good. Me and Liam used to be like two peas in a pod, okay? When I tried to get into streaming, it's like 2 years, holy fuck, 2 years ago at this point. This was apparently when I had my first interactions with Queeman. I debated him on some shit that I forgot about and forgot who he was, but Augie had left. Diorio wasn't really streaming yet. So the commentary community was mostly just me and Lerix. We were gonna do like a podcast together and shit. I thought that he was like a talented person, and I enjoyed speaking with him, right? But the friendship that we had at that point in time, whoa, why is the friendship that we had at that point in time diminished, and then I had left for a year. I never got any, hey Aiden, where you at? Texts, nothing. You could just like disappear sometimes. Nobody goes looking for you. But I come back a year later, vowing that I'm gonna overtake him and defeat him and become the biggest in the community or whatever. He ends up leaving, becoming Liam Donovan. I had a nuanced take on him leaving. People were saying that he was being fake. I felt as though the music channel was more reflective of the real him. Then I'm informed by Lerix that he got back with Kai. The reason that this was so funny to me when I heard it, that I had to tell some people, is because years prior, in the 2 years when we were initially friends, Liam had told me that he told me a lot of shit about Kai, but one of the things he had said was that, Kai was into age play, and Kai was allegedly doing that with Tom. Now, when this occurred, I got a very, like, cucked DM. When the Tom shit breaks, I get a very cucked DM from Liam. It almost sounds like he's on a leash, where he tells me, first of all, I appreciate this. I'm not going to pretend like I don't appreciate this, because people were accusing me of lying about being told this by Liam. Liam comes into my DMs, giving me permission to share, admits that he had told me this thing about Kai, but that he lied and made it up. And simultaneously, while that's occurring, Kai reaches out to me as well. I felt like there was some heavy Kai influence over his DMs to me. Now, whether he lied about that or not, he gets back with her, and a lot of changes start to happen. He goes from the guy who, at one point, he would laugh that he would call me gay and shit and laugh about like liking men or whatever towards me. And that's the kind of person I didn't care. But a few months ago, I don't know if I leaked this to the public yet. I feel like I did. I had to have leaked this. But have I leaked this yet? Have I leaked the you're gay exchange? I mean, I don't think there's anything private, so I don't really particularly care. We're not really friends anymore, so I don't think I'm leaking anything private about him. Oh, I did? Okay. Well, I had messaged him about something, asking about like, and then he's like, or called him, and then he's like, what'd you call me about? And I was like, oh, I wanted to call into your stream. He says, okay. I said, gay coded response. And then he's like, aren't you actually bisexual? And then he goes and he gives me this entire lecture because I said gay response, how like I'm using gay in like a negative way. Now, I of all people am obviously not homophobic. You know this. He knows this. I know this. Everybody knows this. And because I grew up online and shit, I use some filler words that are just common amongst the internet. When I call something gay, I'm not necessarily thinking about two men kissing or like having sex or whatever. He understands there's no genuine hatred towards gay people behind that. But he's sitting here like virtue signaling and morally posturing over me when I've been way more like politically like way more invested in leftist politics than for years prior to him. And it's almost like you're coming in here wearing this like not it's like he's putting it on like a jacket, like the all of a sudden he has all these like virtues and he's gonna lecture me on them and shit. It's like I know all of this, dude. I was taking a position against the usage of certain slurs in the community while you were still using them, so you don't need to say that to me. Regardless, that's where we're at now. Now I heard there were some developments today, and I don't know where I'm supposed to go to find these developments, but I'm assuming it's going to be on the Lumpy Willie Twitter. The doxing leaker king. Oh, yeah. Just so you know, if you've ever gotten personal with me or told me something private, because now I'm on my, like, canceled, washed up arc, I will be leaking it. None of your personal details are personal or private to me anymore. And at my own convenience, I will leak it. Fuck you. I will do it to personally spite you. And yeah. Yeah. If something you told me was funny, something deeply personal to yourself, I'm going to leak it when it's convenient. I don't care. Okay. So... Anyway, you should take the mantle of the only music YouTuber under the age of 30. Okay, where are we supposed to... Deeperama, by the way, very funny tweet. I retweeted it. Listen, Deeperama, he's like he's a nobody chatter, except he's like it's like underground music, okay? When you look at this guy's Twitter and you're in on it, he's got some he occasionally drops some heat on the timeline, I gotta say. Okay, let's get into this. Let me just, what am I supposed to be? I didn't do any prep. There's no prep here. There's no prep. So I have to, okay, here we go. From #1 journalist, Lumpy Willie. Do not read this out loud. Read the full message, Liam. Blank is a minor, 11 years old. There's a photo with his full name and grade in the background. I'm sorry, huh? What? Now, with Liam, maybe I'm not looking at the right stuff. With his present and current community, I don't necessarily see anything that's like super NSFW or whatever, and like it wouldn't surprise me if he had some like 17-year-olds or some shit on his Reddit. If he's getting exposed because there was a 17-year-old on his Reddit that he didn't know about, I wouldn't really care so much, but dude, 11? 11. This was younger than... Dude, everyone always talks about how young I was when I started this shit. It's like so crazy or whatever. This was younger than I was at that point. There's a photo of his full name and grade in the background. Yeah, this is also... Once again, start penalizing parents for online child neglect, where they just give their kids free access to post whatever they want and engage with the internet as they see fit, because kids are fucking stupid and they do shit like this, like put their full name and grade out there in a photo. There's also a photo of him. I messaged him telling him to take the post down and he's not responding. You need to take it down. Okay, if Liam knew about this and didn't act on it, this is going to be a fucking horrible look. I'm going to be good faith. I know Liam. Okay? I'm going to assume he did something about it when he found out, right? I'm just getting into this, so I don't know what you know. So don't sit here and say I'm, like, misinterpreting. I'm figuring this out right now. I messaged him telling him to take the post down. He's not responding. You need to take it down or mod me, and I will do it. You briefly went over it on stream. This is dangerous, and he needs to be he needs to be taken seriously. Do not tell him to delete it. He is not responding, and we have no other way of deleting it. Liam, it's a fucking minor. It's not just any minor. It's 11, dude. This is crazy. "11-year-old watching Liam is devastated." Yeah, dude. And then he gets to see all like the trans Ali Khan artwork and this is, by the way, what conservatives think the trans are doing to your kids in school. The Liam Donovan subreddit is like the actual manifestation of that. It doesn't start in the classroom. It's apparently starting over there. There is a over 1% chance that there's an 11-year-old out there that's in on the trans Ali Khan memes. If you haven't already, it's time to start taking the black pill. Okay, so he gets wind of this. Cool. He's also banned on YouTube and Twitch. We think it's for the best. Whoa, wait. Maybe he's saying, whoa, wait, because he's found out there was an 11-year-old in this community. Wait, what? I mean, they shouldn't be allowed in the Discord, but you banned them from the channel? What the? Just from typing. He can still watch and everything. It was a precaution. So what he's saying here is he's arguing they should still be allowed to type in the channel. Obviously, that's a fucking... Although maybe I can partially understand, because for a while, when I was like 19 or probably, there weren't like age restrictions for whether or not you could type in YouTube chat, right? Per se. When I did learn that there was a minor in my YouTube chat, they did get banned, right? But maybe he doesn't think that's necessitated. I think it absolutely is, because I think by allowing them to engage with your community in any meaningful capacity, you're letting them know that you're okay with them being there. And in fact, them being there, especially now that their name is out there and age is out there, makes them a target and is an incredible liability and risk. And there's no reason that you as a content creator with over 100,000 subs should have any like qualm about, kicking this person out. You can do it in a way, like maybe I'd understand if he wanted to kick them out without making them like feel bad. He could next time he streams, he could say, sorry, I gotta ban you. I found out how old you are. You're way too young to, no, because if he says it on stream, then more people know about the age. Just ban him. Who cares if the kid feels sad? I've said it before. It's better that kids feel sad and bullied than kids get groomed. Okay, if you need to make a kid feel sad or bullied to get them out of a risky situation online, so be it. So be it. Okay, I hear you. It's just like, I don't know, feels weird because they make so much fan art and have been around for a while and supportive. Just to be... They're 11. Who gives a shit? Who cares? Who cares? Maybe like his concern is that he doesn't want to punish them. It's not about punishing them. The kid didn't do anything wrong. You as a creator it's a liability, and you have their expectations that must be undertaken or fulfilled on your end to handle something like this, because that is a ticking time bomb. And like, if you're that worried, like, if this is like a genuine empath concern, like he doesn't want to make the kid feel bad, there's ways you could, it's no question they need to be banned from everything, but you can immediately ban them from everything and then maybe send out a message to them or something, letting them know it wasn't personal. I don't fucking know if that's like legitimately your concern. They're violating terms of service by being on the Reddit. True. One at a time, guys. I don't know, maybe it is better. Wait. Okay, he's also against the idea of them being banned on the Reddit. It seems like the only thing he's like sure of is them being banned on the Discord. I don't understand why you'd be indecisive about the removal of a fucking 11-year-old from your subreddit. A subreddit, by the way, that posts like gender bent art of you and other chatters wearing like in some of the art I've seen, there's like sexually promiscuous clothing, like, and even if it was a completely safe for work subreddit, by merely having them there, you create a situation where a known minor is present in this community. So anyone in the community who might have malicious intent, it's like there's a minor being advertised as in this community. They know exactly where they need to go to do whatever malicious thing they might be considering. $2 from G's. Aiden, who's behind you? Nice fucking try, buddy. Nice fucking try. I know it sucks, but at the end of the day, it's for I'll put it this way. When I was on here way too young, I would get removed from things all the time. And because I didn't understand, because I thought I was just as smart and cool as all the adults or whatever, I took it very personally when I was that age. Like, it's like, oh, they don't like me. Oh, they just don't want me to hang around them. I took it very personally, right? And if you don't want the kid to feel like sad or whatever, I mean, I guess you're an empath, you're like a nice empathy, but there's a much greater concern that kind of is gonna supersede the happiness of that kid, which is this kid is at risk being here. Get them the fuck out. This feels like he's worried he'll lose his community. I mean, it's like active. I'm not talking about 11-year-olds, but like I'm trying to like active community contributors are very valuable if you're like an influencer or whatever, because they encourage engagement, activity, etc. And like, yeah, losing like super active members is like maybe some loss, I guess, but like that's totally irrelevant here because this person is 11 years old. 11 years old. Wait, maybe my math isn't would they have been born? Holy fuck. Dude, this this kid would have been born in 2015. What the fuck is going on, bro? Holy shit. This kid would have been born in 2015. I remember that year. I remember. Dude, this is like a very hard concept for me to fathom. Like, this person is so young. Yeah, it's just one person who's a kid. Well, there are multiple angles of concern if you're being good faith about this or whatever, or charitable to Liam or whatever, which you don't need to be. You could like it could be, oh, maybe he doesn't want to make the kid upset, but that wouldn't really explain the like. There are ways, if you were what I could see him doing, even though I don't think it's a good idea, that angle would make more sense if he immediately banned the kid from literally everything, because there's no question about that, right? There is that risk. And then maybe like made a stupid decision, like on his channel, like said out loud to the kid, like, I ban you because of your age. It's nothing personal. If I'm still around in like 7 years, you can come back if you want. Right? And then leave it at that. Like, then maybe, okay, the angle would be, I'd still think that's a reckless decision to openly advertise that said user is a minor, because you're just giving, like, any potential predators that are watching, you're letting them know where to go. Like, hey, there's an unsupervised kid over here, right? But then maybe I'd understand that angle more. But the actual reluctance for the complete mass banning from the community, this is like suspicious as fuck. Do I think that this? Okay, just to clarify, I don't think Liam is like has any Nazi intent or anything here, but like you don't need to for this to still be like, yeah, super inappropriate. So that's that drama. Apparently Parry was the one to break this story. Wait, he was in a call with Liam's mods? Am I gonna have to watch Parry? Am I gonna have to give Purple Parry Gaming a W? I don't want to do that. I really don't want to do that. 5 from Himpleton. Hi, Aiden. I see the strike is going well. I was going on strike, because my entire community's abandoned me, right? Lucky for me, right? I'm not trying to get back a community with 11-year-olds in it. So I was gonna go on strike, but then this was just too good to pass up. I had to end the strike. It lasted for about 2 hours. All right. So let's take a look at the Parry stream, I guess. Where Parry exposes Liam. Parry, it's like Christmas for him. He's been Liam's #1 A-log for quite some time now. And look, if Parry's reporting is what broke this story, I'll give him a W, even if I dislike the guy, because I'm fair. I'm fair. Okay? I'm fair.
Did you guys know?
Wait, let me move myself so you could see Parry. I'll go up here.
Right, it's about Liam Donovan, called Liam Donovan Hex. Which also has some great art. And this is, believe it or not, guys, a Liam Donovan snark subreddit. A communion of those.
By the way, there's a good chance Liam might be watching this, because he was a legitimate fan of mine for a while, and even when he left, I don't think that changed much. If anything, if any takeaway I have over the course of the stream or any misunderstanding, you, as always, and this goes out to any of the mods or other parties involved in this, other than the 11-year-old, right? Anyone else, you're welcome to call in.
Scorned, harmed, insulted, and mistreated by the two-faced snake Liam Donovan. Together we form a coven, an order, a community, to stand against his maligned way. I don't think that's...
Yeah, really quick, I just want to say, somebody clip Queeman saying this, even though I've been saying this for months at this point, yet I'm on the commentary clipper blacklist, because everyone wants to see me fail due to personal spite. Some of the mods that have left the Liam subreddit, we gotta be honest, some of these people are annoying as fuck. I mean, listen, I don't want to say, because some of them are really big fans of mine too, so I don't want to say that, but like, there's like this one guy, it was actually 2 guys, I think, at one point, they were writing these like fucking essays, and just like putting them in my server, and putting them in everyone else's server, and it's like, holy, calm the fuck down, who are you? What is going on here? It was like constant whining. It was constant whining. And it was like, dude, you need to just move on. You were a moderator. Like, being a moderator for someone is embarrassing in and of itself. No offense to my mods. But to then go and like actually be mad that you've lost that position as if it was anything meaningful to you, it's just a very sad concept to me.
I don't think malign ways make sense. Through manifestation, magics, and attacks of the spirit, we curse his very soul in...
Thank you for the 2 G's. What happened to AG4L? Could be the rats. Listen, I was so focused on having a bit of cheese that I didn't realize that on the other side, that piece of cheese was being nibbled on by the rest of the rats in the den. But we're learning. We're learning.
Retribution. And
I'm still not admin on your. You won't. There's no need for an admin on my Discord. Nobody fucking types in that place.
There was quite the post on the subreddit, guys, by none other than, oh look, Silly Strawberry. Oh look, they're here in chat. They're here in chat. And I don't know if I should read the whole thing, but basically, let me see if I can find it. So I'm trying to find it. Fuck man, where did I put it? Strawberry, could you send me the post? I should have saved the link, that's on me. But basically, Silly Strawberry and a few other moderators made this post on the subreddit criticizing Liam Donovan for the way that he treated them. And it was quite interesting. It caught my eye. I thought I'd go over it briefly before.
Wait, actually, I want to... Wait. We saw this was the full original Reddit post, right? Back here? Okay. This was it. Got it. How much traction did this get? It's on Liam Donovan Hex? Hold on. You were silenced by the rats. Okay, good one. Liam Donovan Hacks. What the? Okay, it's a good thing I didn't just immediately open. Okay, they wrote this essay. This is so funny to me how many of his mods turn on it. He does this to himself, by the way. He does this to himself. And by the way, listen, I'm one to talk. I had an ex-mod of mine that attempted to dox me and get me swatted. So listen, I'm one to talk about having mods turn on you. But I've just noticed, like, he just, like, employs, like, total schizos, and then and for good reason sometimes, the second they turn on him, we get these, like, entire, like, dissertations on the guy. So let's take a look at this. Hold on, just want to make sure it's safe to pull up. When it was after Charlie Kirk died, unironically, it was the same day. Okay. So recently a lot has happened with the IDM community. Tons of mods are gone. Members have left. The subreddit shut down. He won't stream. Discord drama, blah, blah, blah. Lots has happened. A lot of the community sadly isn't informed of what happened, so I'm going to try to recap for those who may be confused. I am not letting any personal opinions... Okay, don't mind the Reddit. I'm so addicted. Okay, I'm not letting any personal opinions slip in here. I'm just recapping all that I remember happening. To start, Liam had a few channels before his current one, the most notable one being Lerix. He was a member of the commentary community. He'd say some edgy teenager stuff and got in a couple of controversies. As he got older, he didn't feel comfy with that channel and personality more, so he switched from the Liam Donovan, or the LDM channel that we all know. Today he's tried to cover up his past channels, like he'd hide chatters from his old channels on stream and would delete. Okay, so the other thing too is whenever you have new criticism against Liam, all the past shit gets relitigated. I don't entirely align with all the past criticism. I don't think there's anything wrong with legitimately and genuinely, and I don't, with him specifically, it's up for question which components were genuine. Based on my private conversations with the guy, I believe some aspects of his change were legitimate while others were forced, right? Like lecturing me on the gay shit. That was completely disingenuous. But there's nothing wrong. Like, we were all a bunch of edgelord losers that were completely unmarketable to a mainstream brand or audience. And if you want greater success and just grow up naturally as a person, at some point you need to say, yeah, like I'm an adult now. Like, it's kind of like pathetic that I'm just constantly appealing to like fucking middle school edgelord humor. I like edgy humor, but I like legitimately edgy humor, not like just like, you know, insert like slur or something about George Floyd and then laugh. Like, not to say that like because something's offensive that there's something wrong with it. My biggest gripe with edgy humor was that a lot of the times it just wasn't very funny. It didn't like require a setup or anything, and it was just like say a slur and expect like applause and laughter. I think that's completely effortless and lazy. Anyways, and would delete any comments mentioning his old stuff on videos / the Reddit. That's the other thing too. Okay, the other thing too is there was an active attempt at a cover up, which is where, okay, you get like these things happened. If you changed as a result of those things, so be it, but they happened. There's no taking it back. It's out there. And it would actually be more useful to sit here, leave it up for people to see, and be like, you know, for example, I was, if you're really forcing it, you could say, although I was like ashamed of the person I used to be, it reminds me how proud I am of the person I am today, and I'm glad I grew up. Some brief shit like that. When you try to hide it, you get into this like Streisand effect territory where you blow it up in the process. Furthermore, in regards to the banning certain chatters, I'm not going to criticize that. It depends. It depends, right? Because I have people who haven't watched me since I was 12 years old that will occasionally show up here to talk about like Aiden Project shit, and I ban them. Not because I don't like what they have to say, but because they don't know me anymore and they want to sit here and talk about the past and somebody I haven't been in 8 years. Not that I'm ashamed of the person I was 8 years ago. I was fucking, 12 or whatever, but because it's like, I don't want to have to sit here and explain the developments from the last 8 years of my life to everybody that comes in here and asks about my old channel. Thank you for the 5 G's. Did you cover the second Sons video I posted in the topics chat? This is a Liam dedicated stream. This is a Liam dedicated stream. Okay. So in early January, Liam made a Discord server since members had been asking for some time. It sounded like a great idea, but the way he approached it upset a few people, especially in the mods. He originally left the mods without the tools needed to properly set up bots, channels, etc. He didn't really establish any guidelines for the mods to follow, which led to confusion regarding bans/kicks. Okay, I'm also guilty. I'm also guilty of not being a good boss of moderators. I don't fucking tell people shit. But with him, I'd argue Liam has a much greater responsibility to make sure he's locked in on the moderation side because his platform is bigger, but also because the type of content Liam is making will attract minors. Like 16-year-old girls and shit. I would be honestly shocked if there weren't people that post on his Reddit that weren't under the age of 18. Like, it's very obvious to me, this is just going to be a community that is a high audience, that has a lot of minors in the audience by virtue of what Liam covers and the kind of culture and his personality. And if anything, more minors watching your content equals more potential risk. So anything that you do have control over, you have much more of a kind of burden to act on that because, once again, more risk, and you need to be doing everything you can as a creator to prevent that. So in early January, okay, we already did this. Liam did eventually give a couple mods more privileges, so that problem was fixed. However, he still didn't check his messages very often, which led to trouble whenever mods needed him. Due to his past and commentary, a few other streamers tried to get into the server to mess with Liam and make fun of him. Okay, you do also have like some losers that are like unable to accept the idea that someone has changed and doesn't want to be that edgelord anymore. Not just talking about Liam. I channel some of the anger I have with the anti-iDubbbz types through Liam. Like, I think that like people were being wildly unfair to like a controversial take, but like I think it's like completely fine that iDubbbz wanted to soy out and like makes sense. I like it. The guy doesn't want to run around saying the N-word and shit anymore. So in early January, I don't know any of the other lore though. So if he has done legitimately bad shit, iDubbbz, bad on him, I guess. But on that aspect specifically, I didn't give a fuck. Ian is handling it so badly. I go like watch the I don't know shit about iDubbbz. All I know is there were people that were mad at the second there were people that were mad when he came out with that video where he was announcing his like soy arc or whatever, and the learned empathy, like that fucking bit has been like beaten into the ground. I mean, you can soy out, but it's gay to police everyone thereafter. That's why I don't like. That's fair. I don't police. Listen, I'm relatively soy for this community standards. I have been. Queen makes fun of me for it. And other people make fun of me for it. It's not fake. Okay, anyone will tell you I'm the exact same way behind the scenes because I have some principles on certain things or certain places I'm not willing to go. But I'm not sitting here. It's first of all, it's not my place. Second of all, I don't pretend to be better than anybody by virtue of me being unwilling to say certain things, and it's just not my place to police it. So, I'm not like gonna be gay about it or anything. In early January. Okay, anyways. Like what ticked me off about Liam, what ticked me off about the way Liam went about it was the lecturing me on the gay shit. That's what ticked me off about it, because it was like it's so like pompous and like that I know all of these things because unlike you, Liam, I'm not like doing like performative outrage at like right-wing politics, or I've been like heavily like interested and involved in like left-wing politics since I was a teenager. He knows this. He would make fun of me for going on like gay political lectures and calls and shit. So it's like for you to sit here and lecture me about we need to respect gay people and stuff. It's like so demeaning. You just put this on as a jacket yesterday. Like, I know these things. That's when I knew it was over between me and him. After he became Liam and the community was like criticizing him or whatever, I still had some charity towards him. He called into my stream. I think we spoke a few times off stream about some personal stuff. But when it got to that point, it was like he's too far. I can't like. That shit for me was like, you're insufferable to talk to. You make it sound like we weren't a couple. We were, if anything, we're business associate. Well, no. We were friends. We would have, we had a lot of like, personal convos about like life and shit. But we were also, our business ventures. Business ventures. I'm making like 5 an hour. Our business ventures were heavily intertwined, right? So there was a lot of association at that point. There's no breakup, right? It's just, yeah. I don't normally keep friends for more than 2 years anyways. So this is like naturally, just a conclusion. And this happened a while ago. So obviously this isn't like, there's not like recent anger over this. He didn't really establish any guidelines for the mods to follow, which led to confusion regarding bans/kicks, and he didn't check the server or his DMs very often. Liam did eventually get... By the way, I'm still like, if he needs to reach out to me to talk about like drama that I'm covering relating to him, that's fine. I'm not going to be like, you fucking lectured me on the gay shit. You can't come into my DMs and talk to me. Like, obviously, no, I'm not like that. I mean this in the sense of like, I don't really have that much interest in talking to him. Check the server or his DMs very often. Liam did eventually give a couple mods more privileges, so that problem was fixed. However, he still didn't check his messages very often, which led to trouble whenever mods needed him due to his past and commentary. Okay, we already read this. One day in the server, people started discussing the turn Liam's channel was taking. He had recently started experimenting with more content outside of music, such as gaming. He also was starting to upload and stream less frequently, and when he did, it seemed less genuine, as he didn't have the same passion for gaming as he did for music. In the server, people were talking about what he could change to improve and giving constructive criticism. Yeah, he gets very defensive at constructive criticism. Like, very. He sent a message to Chud. That and asked me what I thought of it and shit. And I meant this in the kindest of terms. I wasn't like being mean or anything. I was just criticizing his communication style for complete lack of efficacy. It's like when you want something from someone and are reaching out to someone you're on like neutral terms with to ask for something, you have an end goal in mind. There's a certain way you go about it. You do things that would help you achieve that goal and get the answer you want. He decided to turn it into some gay moral lecture towards Chud, and it's like, of course he's going to get defensive and not give you whatever it is you're looking for as a result of this conversation. And even then, he was like, I don't really understand what you're saying about, like, I was saying something very clear and reasonable, and it was like because I wasn't completely taking his side on the communication, we went on this like loop about how he's like trying to like all I said was your communication wasn't effective, which it objectively was not because he didn't get what he wanted. I don't keep friends for more than 2 years. Why is that like a crazy thing to say? I don't. I move around a lot in my life. I leave the internet, come back, go from community to community IRL. As I said, I move around a lot. So no, I don't really stay friends with people for more than 2 years. Typically, that's not all. There are outlier cases. Liam did eventually give a couple mods more privileges. So the problem. However, wait. Where's the nuked? Okay. He decided that the Discord needed to be nuked because he felt he was cultivating a negative community. If I had a community like that, I would love it. If I had a community that was like, hey, I thought that this stream, you like seem low energy, or hey, on this stream, you seem, because I recognize that's a weakness of mine. A weakness of mine is maybe not necessarily understanding how I'm coming off sometimes to the viewer. So like if I had a community that was actually like, willing to treat me as autistically as they're treating Liam and be like, hey, I didn't like this because I think you could be doing this better because that's great. That's great. That's the shit that actually helps you improve. That's the shit that helps you improve. I don't know why you'd ever be mad about that. He felt, hold on. He let them keep, Aiden, you're looking so much appreciated. Yeah, I've been eating a lot better these past few days. I've been doing daily long walks in the sun, taking my vitamin D. So trying to make some physical changes here. To be new because he felt it was cultivating a negative community. Along with the server going down, Liam banned / hit a couple of long-lasting community members for disagreeing with him, but yeah, since the mod worked hard putting the server together, he let them keep 30-ish regulars / friends, but he made them ban everyone else. He then transferred ownership and left. The following stream, some people started to realize that Liam unmodded a lot of people. He didn't elaborate too much on this. He just said some people got caught in the crossfire. So this is a good example. Like for a friend of mine wanted mod on my server. I said no. I typically don't like to mod friends. Now there are people that I've modded that I've become friends with after I gave them mod. But the reason I don't like, because it's like when you remove them from mod, sometimes for entirely non-personal reasons, you don't want them taking it personally. And the truth of the matter is, right, I have unmodded a lot of people and it has nothing to do with them. It has nothing to do with them. And if you have mods that are going to actually take it personally when you take away their mod, then you have the wrong fucking people as mod. Think you've lived in that same apartment for more than 2 years? Yeah, I'm moving this summer. Have I been living here 2 years? Not a full 2 years, no. Anyways, following that, Liam started to slow down with his uploads and streaming. On the Reddit, a few people made alt accounts to poke fun at Liam. Off the top of my head, I can only name a few posts. Someone turned Liam into a gotcha character, and another asked where to read Liam fanfiction. In response to this, Liam deleted the post and turned on some setting where the posts to the Reddit need moderator approval before they can be seen. Liam currently has no mods on the Reddit, by the way. Dude, he's turning into a Nazi. What's going on here? His hair is getting blonder. His moderation enforcement is getting stricter. Dude, the 11-year Reich. On top of this, Liam hadn't streamed for multiple weeks, and he'd only uploaded a couple of videos. In those few videos, he also stopped linking the subreddit. The subreddit, as of right now, isn't linked to his channel either. Today, he posted a video. Under that video, a few people commented asking about the Reddit and streams. A lot ended up getting deleted, but he did respond to one. He stated that he was taking a break from streaming to focus more on uploading consistently and making short-form content. He said that he was putting the Reddit away for a bit as well because of the alt accounts that were made to mess with them. Yeah, so he seems to be pretty sensitive, which is like, my advice to sensitive people is don't do commentary, which I guess, you know, he's not. But that sensitivity is causing problems in his new community, and What the streaming thing, I notice he does not pull a lot of concurrent viewers, and he gets way more views from the videos themselves. So, like, there would be business motivation from that, but I don't think this is motivated by business. It's motivated by the sensitivity, more than likely.
Before I get into the main subject of this segment. Now where, I guess if I search Silly Strawberry, I should be able to find it. Yeah, actually, I can just click on their profile here, because I believe they made a post. Yeah, for those who don't know what's happened, there it is. So recently, a lot's happened with the Liam Donovan mod music community.
Are you kidding? Are we being botted? Wait, I don't think we're being botted. Because I see a lot of people in chat tonight. The growth, it's actually been prolonged. We got nearly 150 concurrent.
Are gone, members have left. The subreddit's shut down. That's true, by the way, guys. I didn't really make it.
AG4L in chat if you're here. AG4L in chat if you are here. All right, mark your spot, because these fake ass chatters, when I get big again, that just want a piece of the cheese, those rats ain't getting a seat at the table. So mark your spot. I'll know you're a fucking real one. Vote in the poll. Vote in the poll. We legitimately might have over 200 real viewers. If we do, my depression is cured. Can you run a poll to ask the average age? Everyone is going to vote for the youngest option. Did you cover the seconds? Oh, wait, I already read that. Thank you, GG's, our top donator tonight.
Clear when I went over to Liam Donovan music.
Everybody fucking vote right now. Everybody vote. It's the bare minimum.
Subreddits. But it's dead. You might notice the last post.
Okay, we might be getting botted. We're getting partially botted, yeah.
Days ago, guys. Last post 21 days ago. Liam has shut down. The gates to the Liam Donovan music subreddit are closed. No Irish or Jew apply. You know what I mean? Like,
okay, I want to see Parry's interview with the mods. Let's take a look at this, and then we'll watch the Liam Cope stream.
You know what I mean? Like that sign that they used to have when there was segregation. You know what I mean, guys?
Hey, all I know is, even if we're getting botted, we had like over 150 concurrent, like legitimately. So I'm fucking happy, okay? I'm still happy. You can't, whoever is doing this, you can't take that away from me, can you? Because you were fucking late tonight.
You know, Liam used to be a haven for his cute and funny fans. Give me you're tired, you're hungry, you're cute and funny.
I hope that my smile makes you upset.
It was a real melting pot, but nowadays it's closed. It's all locked down. For a month it's been locked down. And apparently, guys, that's due to Liam Donovan's moderators having some problems with him. And I don't really know the exact details, to be honest. They are in this post. But a lot of it has to do with those old moderators finding out about Liam Donovan's past in the form of his channel, Lerix. And
yo, thank you. How about Nope with the 2? Happy you didn't quit. I'm happy you didn't quit, chatter.
I could sit here and go through this post, guys. I'd rather not, because I'm going to speak with these people in a Discord call, basically. But I would like
the people trust you, Aiden, just not with a ravioli or a dance floor or somebody's wife. Okay, if there are no wives, dance floors, or pasta in the picture, then maybe I have a chance.
Point this part out. I found this part quite interesting. Apparently, Liam is saying, "Oh, I just want to take my channel."
Thank you for the 5, Tananza. Thank you for the excuse not to sleep on time, or to not sleep on time again. Yeah, I have class tomorrow, so I don't know what I'm doing, but
so it seems like the Liam cycle is repeating, and all of Liam's old moderators are getting shot in the crossfire. But whatever. I don't want to read the post to explain that. Instead, I will have those ex-moderators.
I feel like Parry is okay when he's actually like locked into a subject and doing legitimate coverage and not being like overly performative with this fucking subhuman fucking freak. Let me put a bunch of seals on the screen. Maybe he doesn't do that anymore. To be honest, that was my impression of his streams before he was regularly doing face cam. I don't like regularly tune in when he is doing face cam. But like so far, I think he's fine.
Explain themselves, guys. I will now be bringing on Liam Donovan's scorned ex-moderators to explain the situation. I'm calling you guys in the group chat, if you can't tell. Oh, hello, Silly Strawberry and Wolf and Ratpink. Can you hear
I haven't
me?
seen Tenanzer. I haven't seen a lot of you in a while.
Yes, yes.
Please don't speak
I,
like
I
that.
guess that's a good sign, isn't it?
Please don't speak like that. Anyway, could you please introduce yourselves, I guess, for people who don't know who you are?
All right.
Hello. Who wants to go first?
In alphabetical order.
I'll go first.
I got. Okay, wait. You got it.
Dude, all the mods already. It's so funny to me. Like, you can hear their voice. You know what communities they frequent. It's so funny when Perry does manage to get an interview, because like the people he gets interviews with are like people who, you know, if they were like watching his content regularly, would be probably like utterly repulsed. Like, they're the type of people to like retweet a thread calling some celebrity like a Zionist and genocide supporter, because of nothing. Because of nothing. It was just like sad. So they're like liking it and retweeting it and shit.
I'm Ratfink. I've been like his most loyal fan for so long. I tried to moderate for the subreddit.
Okay, and then there's this other guy that just sounds. One of these is not like the others.
He did not allow that. I was a moderator for the initial Liam Donovan's Snark subreddit with Mert. I created the Hex subreddit after that was made private by Mert. Couldn't figure out why he did that. Other than that, I was mostly in chat.
Who's Mertz?
Probably most consistently of anyone.
Oh, Mert
Mert.
he was a Liam Donovan viewer.
Thank you for the 2 August moments. Thoughts on bald streaming sensation Papa Gut? I don't agree with him on anything, but he is locked in to the grind, I guess, because I always see shorts of him giving some like useless take on something, and it's like he pumps those out like crazy, and that is the strap for growth or whatever. So it's like, although I don't like the guy or find him interesting in any capacity, I guess I can respect the hustle, right? Because I'm the opposite. I think I give good takes, of course. Don't mean to toot my own horn or anything, but from the business side of things, I don't do anything to actually benefit myself.
He watched a bit of Lerix, but he wasn't very big in that community. He came in at the music streams and he called in all the time. He's like a bit that Liam kept
Who does this person sound like? They sound like someone. I don't know.
pulling in.
Have we verified, by the way, that the people in this call are like above the age or 18 or older themselves?
Liam was kind of obsessing over him. He got like a plushie, did a voodoo doll thing.
Wait, okay, I heard like the Australian girl voice or whatever, and I thought that was this person's profile picture, but this is actually like this like insane profile picture is the profile picture of the guy whose voice, like, he sounds like he wants to kill himself. Like, what in the name of degeneracy is this guy's mod standards? This guy's literally like created an online version of Sodom and Gomorrah, and I guess God's coming to destroy it. Yes, dude, Wyan has a girlfriend. Wyan found a girlfriend. Let's go. 2026 is your year, Wyan. Unblock me.
There's strange stuff.
All I did was point out with my immense empathy how much I care that I thought it was really sad when Wyan threatened to kill himself because Augie took away his mod once. And he blocked me. The fuck is going on, Wyan? That made me really upset.
Okay, and how long have you said you've been there since Lerix or whatever? Did I mishear?
5 from Diaper Gaming. Weird how all your friends end up harboring children. Melon Dog Morale. Okay. Melon Dog? Are you talking about Marcus? When have I ever been friends with Marcus? Morale. When have I ever been friends with Morale? Lerix. That one's true. I'm friends with him, and I guess he was harboring a kid, but I wasn't friends with him at the time he was doing that. So I guess I'll agree to one of those examples on a technicality. Person who totally is not star-based or anything, who's really salty because I stopped his grooming attempt with a 16-year-old.
Me personally, I was a Turkey Tom viewer.
Thanks for the 5.
I didn't really hear about Lerix until I was
Now
the Liam
me,
Donovan fan.
I was a Lerix fan.
Okay, I don't think we're being unironically, I don't think we're being botted.
And I was probably the last remaining Lerix fan, big in the community. I was tapped
Really?
into all that.
Right. And you, Strawberry? What about you?
I'm a relatively new member of the community, I'd say. I joined like I think 5, 6 months ago, something like that. I was a mod on YouTube and then the Twitch while that lasted, Discord. He said he was going to mod me on Reddit after this big situation happened. We'll get into that, but never did. So I'm now a mod on the new Hex Reddit.
And you, Quinn?
But, yeah.
What about you? What's your story, man?
So I actually had no idea about his.
Okay, have we this person sounds like a kid. This sounds like a kid. Have we verified that this person is 18 or older? When to be fair, when I heard of that Manic Marceline person or whatever the fuck their name was, I thought that person was a minor. I thought Liam was also like modding minors.
Until recently, I just joined for the music content. To be honest, like I'm really into music. And I thought that's all this channel was. And then
Okay, maybe this person could potentially be an adult.
Boy, was I
Right.
wrong.
So, could you help me understand the timeline here? So, my understanding is that this Hex subreddit started because there was some drama that happened in the Discord a few weeks ago. I don't know if you guys were all there.
Yes.
Could you help me understand the timeline?
Oh
here?
yes, we were. Everyone here except Rat was a Discord moderator, so we were all involved in that. And there was a lot of stuff that went down. He doxed a child. That's going to be fun. We can talk about
Oh
that.
yeah.
You want to talk?
Wait, I'm sorry. Parry is demanding in the cheap carbon copy of Icy Chat because several of my former community members wanted to personally spite me, so they left my chats to cause a period of inactivity in my community. But Parry is demanding that Chronic Sonic, aka Snotnose Swagger, or whatever his name is, known clipper in the community, who also has me on his blacklist, totally not salty about that, take down a tweet where he alleges that one of the Liam mods accused Liam of doxing. Is that not what's happening here? Is there not an accusation of doxing here right now from one of the moderators?
Discord moderator, so we were all involved in that. And there was a lot of stuff that went down. He doxed a child. That's going to be fun. We can talk about
Oh
that.
yeah.
You want to talk about that?
So then what is Parry demanding that Chronic take down?
Can you just start from, just let me understand how this, because I understand, if let me just explain to my audience if they're not familiar. So Liam obviously is this music YouTuber, and recently, sort of as soon as Kai started being in his content, I don't know if it's related, he started to take more of a variety streamer direction, right? Correct me if I'm wrong here, guys, but he started playing a bit more video games, like FNAF or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was around this time, because Liam did have a Discord server, but it was just for call-ins. But I believe around this time he started a community Discord server, and you telling me all of you except Rats were like moderators for it. So just tell me, sort of tell me how it started. Like, tell me where the idea started and how the moderation went, and I guess things eventually degraded. Is the server still around?
Yes, it's
yes,
still
we are.
around, but it's not a Liam Donovan server. It just has like
It's
20
like a-
in it.
It's like 20 of us. It's private.
Right.
It's like an archive mostly.
We don't really
Yes.
use it at all. It's around for screenshots and old messages and stuff
Right.
like that.
Yeah.
So, you know, you guys, I guess, Strawberry, I guess, could you explain what happened with the server? How did it start?
Okay, so
Listen, I have a speech impediment. You can't hear it because I have an effect on my mic that makes it not as annoying. But my S's are very sharp. Very sharp. When I say, you only really hear it when I'm on a mic because I'm much closer. You don't really hear it IRL, but I have very sharp S's that kind of like whistle a little bit when I speak. I think that has something to do with my teeth or some shit, but
for a while,
oh yeah, I say a lot too. I was editing myself talking. I didn't realize how much I say
people had been asking him to start a server, and at first he was kind of concerned because he didn't want any grooming to happen on the server. But it was early January, I think the 3rd, when he finally opened up the server to us. He kind of just modded whoever. They were mostly YouTube mods.
I was not.
Oh yeah, you were not a mod.
Wasn't a
You
YouTube
modded
mod
me.
either.
He pretty much just rolled the dice and picked whoever he recognized in the chat. And
everyone
quick-
getting exposed here, myself included. But I was originally supposed to be covering this expose on what's this guy's name? Like Chung Li or something. What's this guy's name? Someone called like gay butthole sacks dropped a thread on this guy accusing him of cheating, and then somebody dropped a thread on the gay butthole sex guy, accusing him of being a pedophile, and then somebody called, like, it is like this drama that someone replied to that, dropping a doc on that guy, and it's like this chain of, I was just gonna do a stream called, like, the Night of the Long Documents.
Quinn was a head moderator because we all didn't have any moderation perms at all to set things up. And he was super paranoid about giving us any powers at all. But then he was just like, okay, I'll give Quinn everything, and that should work. He didn't know Quinn. He had no personal connection with Quinn. Quinn was.
So you were a moderator in his chat, Quinn, or?
No.
No. So why did he pick you exactly?
I was just wait, what?
So why did he, like, you were just like a common chatter and he saw you and, like, I guess trusted you?
Yeah, I guess. I was just a consistent chatter. I donated a lot. Yeah.
It was not thought out. There was not.
He had a Google
Just
Doc.
fairly
He
random.
kind of just asked like who wants to be mod on Discord.
Right.
And then after that, he just didn't show up for like the first 2 days of Discord. He left us all to set it up ourselves.
Yeah, he showed up about a total of 5 times, I think. 4 or 5.
In that first time period, I believe he showed up like twice. I think 2 or 3 times.
Right. So what
I mean, you kind of want, I guess, as like a creator, you kind of just want to get people who know what they're doing and then be pretty hands-off with your approach. But I think if you're not giving them clear instructions to delegate, like, you don't really get that option of being hands-off without creating tons of risk in your server and, like, room for miscommunication. And once again, as I said, although I can maybe relate in not being super clear to moderators or wanting to get that involved with moderation of your own communities, I think that Liam has much more of an obligation to be active because his community, by virtue of its appeal to children, has much more room for risk and therefore necessitates much more like stringent moderation.
go wrong then, guys? It was like a normal server, seemingly. I guess, was there like an issue at the beginning, or was it like a
There
reason
wasn't
issue?
like a big issue, but Quinn did get his account like compromised and had to leave the server. And since he was the only one with moderation powers, that was not good for us for a while. And Liam wasn't responding. And he started upstream to announce the Discord server before even checking in with us. He didn't even check to see if the Discord server.
I'm sorry. I'm not laughing. No, there's nothing funny. There's nothing funny. There is nothing funny about speech impediment. It was just I was just thinking of something. I stopped me from getting logged in. I thought of something funny.
Was still around. Like
I
think
thought of
DM'd him
something.
too. I had sent him a DM asking to like postpone streams so that he could come check in on the mods. Because like we had a big situation. We didn't want a big influx of people before we were ready, and he just started stream without checking his DM.
Yeah, and then we had call in to that stream and try again to fix everything live. It was a mess.
But like, was Liam like receptive?
It's not helping. It's when the chat talks about it, I start to notice it, and I'm laughing with them. I'm laughing with them, not at them.
To the idea that you guys, like, you know, you couldn't really handle the server, or did he just like did he seem to care at all, or was he like disinterested?
He brushed
He
things
didn't care.
off a lot. He kept telling us
heard
we were
worse.
being super needy. During a different situation, he told us like we're the worst mod team ever because we kept trying to get his attention because a minor had doxed himself and he was showing that on screen.
Was that right away though, or was that like later in the server?
Dude, I'm actually so happy. I'm actually so happy. We're gaining subs. We're gaining fucking subs. This is like the first day in like forever.
How long into the server was
That
this?
was like the next day, actually, I think.
Right, so you guys are telling
DM'd
Liam...
him before the stream. And you
So what
DM'd
stream was this
before the
exactly?
stream.
Was Liam just showing his Discord on stream? I don't really know the details of the stream.
The first stream,
Beer bag unsubbing? Dude, it's actually, that is like very, I don't know. That's crazy. I know that's like sad as fuck to like, but I don't know. It's...
so he announced it.
Right, so you guys are saying Liam is showing his docs on stream, so I figure that Liam
No,
is showing the
that was,
Discord.
that was the second stream after the
Okay, now we're losing subs. To whoever the fuck in the audience just decided to unsub. Fuck you, dude. Go fuck yourself.
Discord opened up, and that is deleted now because of a copyright
Right.
claim. But
Oh,
yes,
yeah, sure.
what happened was there's a minor on the subreddit who posted a picture of their room that had like a 6th grade graduation certificate with their full name.
Dude, we're actually just we're just losing subs. We might now. We went back up to 6.97, and now we might go back into the 6.95 range.
The date they graduated and everything. They're like 12 years old or something. And Liam went through this post on stream and didn't notice it and just kept moving on. And we were all freaking out in the Discord at backing because, like, we're not Reddit mods. We have no responsibility
It's true. They're not Reddit mods.
over there. But a 12-year-old has doxed himself and he just showed it on screen. So we were kind of concerned and trying to get his attention. And he just went into a YouTube segment.
Okay, so this is what they meant by doxed a child. Just to be clear, that wouldn't be doxing. Because doxing, you have to, it has to involve intent to disseminate the info, right? Like if you accidentally show something, I don't know anyone who considers that doxing. But still, right? The point still remains. There has now been an 11-year-old that is able to be on your Discord and post information that does contain their docs, which allegedly caused Liam to accidentally bring it up on stream. And then the fact that when this was brought to his attention, there wasn't like immediate, like the first concern would be, holy fuck, how was this allowed to happen? Get them out of everything now. The fact that the immediate concern was, I don't want to lose like an active chatter or whatever. It was like, that's like the weird part. It's like your priorities are totally off. And if you are thinking like that, it's going to be a risk for you to maintain a community that has such appeal to kids.
Is like 30 minutes before we could actually get his attention to remove it from the Reddit. And he never banned that person. I don't think he deleted the segment out of the video because it got copyright claimed. Like, he was brushing the entire situation off.
Right, so who are the moderators of the Donovan music subreddits, to be clear?
No
Dan
one.
Donovan.
Yeah,
Oh, just
Donovan
Liam?
himself.
Okay, interesting.
I think
'Cause obviously there was this old situation where the Lerix subreddit, he had other moderators, and then they kicked him out of the subreddit when he was deleting posts about him. So maybe I feel like maybe he
$5 from Tenanza. Yeah, this definitely is a misspeak. The problem is Liam didn't give his mods proper. Yeah, no, that's true. Yes, there are tons of criticisms here for Liam. There was like, the only reason I'm bringing up the technicalities of a dox claim is because that's the word that was used, and it's causing some like behind the scenes argument between Perry and Chronic. How we use that term, this wouldn't be doxing, but there still is real criticism to be made by virtue of this. For other reasons, right? Doxing would imply you're intentionally, for malicious reasons, trying to disseminate somebody's personally identifying information.
didn't want that to happen again, so he took
Trust me, I'd know all about that.
He
himself
had
to.
one moderator before.
Yeah, as like a doxer myself, I have to let you know this isn't what we do.
Wasn't moderator, but he kicked him out of the community after the makeup stuff and Blue Diamond started.
Yes, dude. Yes, Cam Nuggets. I was thinking South Park. I wasn't even thinking of Smaggle, and it's not the speech impediment. It's the inflections. It's Kyle's cousin. Kyle's cousin, South Park, dude.
The makeup stuff
people.
was like blue. Oh,
Is his post on Twitter?
You really spent $5 to get them to respect me? I mean, you could have haggled him down to $350. Dude.
With like, I don't even know who, but I guess Liam was seeing that and didn't want him in the community anymore.
and so he was therefore the only moderator of his own Reddit because he couldn't handle people talking about or him with commentary because he doesn't want an association. So, okay.
Did you hear Kurt Cobain didn't end his own? It's so tiresome. You are conspiracy novices. This was all I looked into when I was younger. The Kurt Cobain fucking death, and I know about El Duce and him getting hit by a train, and Courtney Love, and the heroin in Kurt's blood the night he killed himself. And I know all of this is... You're barking up the wrong tree, man. These are some private investigators that come out with a breakthrough, and because the news likes to get new headlines, they put it in single parentheses that solved, but they put it in the parentheses so that they can avoid any liability of saying that it's actually been solved. It's just some independent investigation that's reached a different finding. They do the same thing with Jack the Ripper and the Zodiac Killer every single year. It's like the Zodiac case has been solved. And every year a news outlet publishes this, but it's actually just like some private detective claiming that he solved it, and it's nothing new has come of this.
Yeah.
Originally, he had
It's
stepped
very
down,
fascinating.
and then he banned him.
So the doxing, the child doxing didn't actually happen on the Discord. That was in the Reddit. But you guys,
Yeah.
his Discord mods were trying to tell him. He didn't. Okay. So what kept happening with the Discord then? What kept happening with the Discord then? Was it like active? Were people, what was
It
happening?
was-
Was he in the server?
I
How
was
was it
quite
going?
Pretty active.
Oh, it was
He was
super
not
active.
in the server very often. He came in
It was
when
not frequently.
we had issues and we forced him to come in. He didn't really come in to like chat or hang.
I think Kurt Cobain killed himself. I spent years thinking the opposite, looking into it, learning all the lore. I legitimately believe Kurt Cobain took his own life. I know I'm kind of alone on that one, but yeah, I do think that he actually just committed. I think the circumstances were very unusual, but there are a lot of suicides that we all know are suicides that are like atypical for suicide.
out with people. That never happened.
But were there like any issues happening here, or did you guys at this point have the tools to like deal with what's happening in the server?
We pretty much had the tools to deal with stuff. There's a lot of minors coming into a server. That's our main issue. We didn't really have the tools to age verify yet, and he wasn't setting up the bots we needed to set up, so that was kind of an issue. But
He
otherwise,
didn't set up any bot.
yeah, he did. That's where he gave Quinn ownership role. He just gave Quinn the admin
Oh.
powers at first, but then he just gave Quinn the whole ownership role that he had because he didn't want to mess with Discord bots.
Yeah, 'cause
I don't know why you would ever afford that much trust. If you've established some official community forum in your name, I don't know why you would ever delegate control to some rando online that you don't know, because they could go rogue and then do whatever the fuck they want with your community. I mean, didn't this happen to him previously? He got like locked out of his own subreddit, and then it's like, oh, people are now going to think this thing is official because you've promoted it, but it's not even yours anymore. Somebody else is running the fucking show. I mean, you'd think he would like learn, but I guess he's just like really dumb. And being dumb and running a at-risk community are just not good combos at all.
he was too lazy to try to figure out how to set up a bot. So
And
he
for
was
someone
like,
who's
okay,
so
here you go.
pale-
I'm the same way. I can't criticize him for the lazy aspect on that end, but it's like if I had a community like his and I wasn't willing to do like the work to moderate the server, I just wouldn't open a server. Because once again, there's tons of liability with a community like this and tons of risk.
And won't give any of us power when we moderate his server, and he doesn't even check in. Quinn's okay to have ownership role. He doesn't know a thing about Quinn, but he trusts Quinn.
Yeah,
Okay, so I guess he gives you a approach, eventually I guess people in the server start talking about how like they found Liam's old channel, they found the Lerix archive. Is that what happened? More or less, guys?
No.
no,
I,
it was more of just
What
Oh.
happened was there started to be a conversation. I can't remember which person started it. I was talking a lot in it. I remember that. We were talking about how the gaming streams feel off. They don't feel like something he's interested in or passionate about in any way. He's not good at gaming. He's
Yeah,
repeating.
I want to thank the 4 people that unsubbed earlier. I want you to know it was actually I got worried there for a sec because I almost smiled. So thank you for taking that from me. I appreciate it.
said he's a social gamer, and we were just criticizing that a bit. Some mods came in and they were also voicing that they didn't enjoy streams. Some people made a bit of fun of how bad he was at games, but it wasn't like anything all that bad. And I think Indifferent Ballads said like he didn't like Liam's personality and was in it for the community. And apparently Liam was lurking the entire time through chat. Like when we were talking about him for hours and hours, he was not talking in the mod chat or in DMs. He was watching us talk about him, and then voiced that me and the different ballads needed to be.
The thing about Liam is as well, and this is an idea I've confronted him on previously that he's actually called into my stream about. He is passionate about music. He's not passionate about reviewing music. He wants this to segue into an actual music career. And I've explained to him why that translation is not necessarily going to work. And if that's what he's hoping to get out of this, he's setting himself up for like shattered expectations, right? Just because people will watch you talk about other people's music does not mean they're going to listen to yours, especially when we haven't really heard your music at length. So the potential, like wanting to pivot off to gaming, etc., that could, and the not streaming, that could probably be explained by the fact that, yeah, he actually isn't passionate about he's passionate about music, but he's not passionate about the specific area or niche that he's presently occupying within the realm of like music content creation, because he's under this absurd belief.
Banned. The whole
It's not that he necessarily has a shallow passion. He has a passion for his music and making it, right? He's not actually interested in other people's music all that much. And I mean, like, you could see this by, like, it's LARPy. It is a little LARPy. You could see this by the types of, and especially since the album covers he has in his background make me so mad. Because if you listen to a band's most popular songs, just to be clear, you're one of the realest fans there fucking is, because despite all the other fans being like, you're a poser if you listen to the popular stuff and not some like experimental like recording that the lead singer did of him taking a shit from the 1980s that you can find on web archive. If that's not your favorite song, you listen to the popular stuff, you're obviously like a poser, dude. If anything, if you just listen to the music that you like because you find it good, you're totally living for yourself. And it's genuine appreciation, not doing something for like social brownie points to look like a real fan. So if anything, I think you're like the people who are not posers and can just proudly admit they like some of the more popular stuff. Fair enough, right? But Liam would get on me for that because a lot of like bands, I like their more popular stuff. Do I like shit that's not popular from bands? Absolutely. But I do notice a lot of my preferences align with songs from bands that ultimately just did well compared to their other shit. So while getting on me for that, he has like, what is it? Around the Fur and shit, like on the back, like the most he has like the most popular shit from different artists as like album covers in his background. It's like, okay, dude, good one.
Discord needs to go on lockdown. And
also, the other thing to me that didn't make sense was when the C35, whatever this guy's name was happening, I covered that at the time against Liam because I said it is so unlikely that the C35, whatever his name is personally striking Liam. Liam should know how leasing rights and recording rights shit and distribution rights to music works, and how many times when you're getting struck, it's by a label, not the artists themselves. So for him to jump the gun before he's gotten a response or confirmation from this C30 guy or whatever saying that he's the one that's striking me was fucking moronic in my opinion, because it obviously wasn't him personally doing it. And Liam ultimately came to that realization too, and it's like, wow, that was tough to figure out. But he was like, this guy's signed to apparently Virgin Music Group? Like, what's that? Virgin is an incredibly popular music label. They manage some huge artists. It's Virgin from I think under Richard Branson, right? Who also owns like the Virgin Atlantic Airlines and shit. But like to be like, oh, some niche shit like Virgin, and it's like that actually is not that niche. Virgin Records, yeah. Who do they manage? They manage artists. They've managed Katy Perry, Janet Jackson, the Sex Pistols, who I hate, Mariah Carey. Like, yeah, this is not like some fringe fucking like Daft Punk, Taylor Swift. This, yeah, like this isn't a fringe label.
he wanted like all of the dissenters pretty much ousted from the community or warned.
Yeah. After that discussion happened during the day, and then he came in at like midnight to mod chat with a message like, hey, I'm thinking about shutting down the Discord. I want your opinions on this. And we all knew that he had seen the whole conversation. It's pretty clear.
Like, I know jack shit about music, but sometimes when I listen to him, like, get into, like, technical stuff, I feel like Anthony Fantana or some shit.
What
But did he make it? So you figured this out, but did he say, "Oh, people are being rude to me" or anything?
He
Or
did, yeah, that's where he went into White Nix. He is reading stuff in general chat. I can send you the screenshots of this too.
He said he didn't want to foster a negative community because we were
Okay.
criticizing his content.
well, was he saying anything at the time? Like, "Oh, why are you guys being so mean?" What?
Yeah, people say I want a hug box. This guy actually wants a hug box. Like, you should be viewing any, like, if it's just people, I guess, snarking you or whatever, right? Like, maybe, sure, you could get a little bit annoyed at that, but you have to understand there's probably an underlying reason for it. And also, if it's constructive, you should be happy that you're getting that. Because that's, like, literally getting constructive criticism from the people that consume your content is, like, a cheat code, right? It makes it easier to, like, make improvements that help you in the long run. When the audience is, like, actually more, like, not so lazy that they just complain and then don't elaborate like some people do, but actually are willing to, like, go into depth about the specifics of what they're dissatisfied with.
The hell? What's going? Or was it like
No.
just after the fact?
He didn't give us a warning.
He
It was
did
after the
not
fact.
come into a
Talking to us, like-
conversation at all.
It happened at like 10 in the morning for us, and then he came in like at midnight.
Okay. And Is
Alright,
this
we'll
the first-
speed this up because I want to get to Liam's stream here soon. Because he apparently did some, like, insane response stream today, and I'm curious to see what that was about.
time this happened, I guess, that people were making fun of Liam, or was there? Because I know people will point out to Liam, "Oh, Liam, are you gonna get pegged?" Or Liam, they're making fun of him for, like, you know, that stuff, and he's like engaging with that on his Instagram. But was there anything like that in the server that he was okay with, or was this like, I don't know?
Yeah, also, like, the other thing, too, is his community is not safe for work. So that even, like, goes to, like, further make the fact that he wasn't, like, immediately, like, no question, ban this fucking person from everything when he found out there was an 11-year-old engaging with his community. Like, his community, like, regularly makes NSFW references and, like, depictions involving him. So I don't know why that, like, if anything, you should be, like, disturbed that there was an 11-year-old participating in, like, not appreciative in, like, the fan art stuff, because some of the other people that post fan art of you are doing so in a very suggestive manner. And if this person's on the Reddit engaging in the art side of things, posting the art themselves, they're more than likely viewing some of the shit that isn't safe for an 11-year-old to be looking at.
I mean, to a level, I think he knew that.
There's lighthearted humor. There's some jokes, but they were just jokes. No one was, like, hating on it.
This was the first
Yeah,
serious conversation.
like, he-
we had.
He does get very sensitive at jokes, like, beyond, I think, what's normal.
Yeah, he knew, like, that was all jokes, but, like, this was, like, genuine, like, criticism, I guess, and he couldn't really handle that, I suppose.
So let's see, this is mod chat that you're sending me, right? So he's saying,
Yes.
"Hey, is anyone online? If so, I need to drop by and say some things. But if not, I'll just wait till like morning or whenever people are around." And there's a good guy saying, "What's up?"
Like, people don't read the commentary persona was the fake Liam. Underneath that, there is this very fragile, sensitive person that just wants to make music and have people love and appreciate him. And I know that it's, like, pathetic, of course. But you have to understand that, like, commentary exterior, this shit's gay, man. It was hiding a very insecure person underneath. And now I guess he doesn't really have reservations showing that as much because he's not trying to keep up the commentary persona. This is the real Liam. And and that's the point. The real Liam is not likable. The real Liam is not likable.
Okay, hi. Okay, so why is he sci-fi? I've just been experimenting with content, as you guys know.
Why don't you do politics so much anymore? Because I felt like some people in my audience didn't really want to listen to me talk about it, and I felt like I didn't know nearly enough to make, like, major contributions, and I didn't want to be the guy talking out of my ass.
I had a vision for how it would be, but to be honest, it's not really something I would have.
Like, I know about politics. I care about politics. I mean, I'm like, if I would be overqualified if I did, like, conservative politics, because, like, you don't need to know anything to do that. But, like, with some of the more, like, technical criticisms of, like, the legality of, like, what the Trump administration is doing and, like, how it violates, like, certain precedent or laws, etc. I feel like I'm not informed enough on, like, the technicalities of the law to be able to do, like, I think a criticism that people would deserve.
Continue. I'm going to strictly make streams about music and different music-related things. So he's like saying here that the Liam Donovan Variety Hour era is done. Did he announce publicly by chance, or is he like saying this to you?
No, the first time he sees us complaining about it in Discord, he cuts everything, backpedals the entire experiment.
I would, if it's a subject that I get locked into, I will definitely do politics again, right? Like when the deportations to El Salvador were going on, I was very interested in that, and I knew the technicalities of why that was bad. So if something like that happens again, I'll absolutely talk about it.
It was a good experiment, but I'm not going to continue it. Just to give a heads up also, and he says, I was reading some messages in general, and I'm really, he doesn't type really like, anyway, I really struggled with keeping the Discord open. Because if I get some people, because I get to some people that enjoy things as much, but I feel like I'm cultivating a group of people to be hypercritical and just flat out mean, which as a person, I just can't deal with.
Mean?
Like, not talking about banter.
Like, the thing is, he's not a commentary bro anymore, but that doesn't mean you now need to go in the other direction and be like a sensitive, like, fucking bitch. Like, yeah, I guess you have a community now where you can admit you have feelings or whatever, but like for a grown man, this is just like very like whiny, bitchy behavior. Being mean.
Just kind of. Well, so when you guys say this was serious, was this like, were people like fundamentally like impugning Liam Donovan as a person? Like how serious was this?
Send you some of the messages that he pointed out as that he took offense to. He sent us some of these. These were.
Yo, thank you so much, August, the 5. I only discovered the channel last week, but the commentary's been pretty good. I just saw tweets mentioning you for a year, so I figured I'd tune in. Well, much appreciated. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you for the 5, and thank you to whoever just. Hold on. And thank you to X6217. For the 10. My favorite Jew who isn't a pedophile. Okay. Good one, buddy. Thank you so much. Thank you for the 10.
Overall, though, ballads that made him want to ban him.
Overall, though, it was just constructive criticism. Like, people were just saying, like, what he could do better with his content and, like, what he could change.
Okay, so it had more of a, I'm not sure about this tone, then. It wasn't like a mocking tone, seemingly. It was more
like his community doesn't seem capable of doing anything mean enough for him to get sensitive at it. These are all, like, gay guys or younger women, etc. Like, I'm not to say that, like, younger women or gay guys can't come up with hard-hitting insults, but when you've been through like commentary and shit, like some of the normie insults, they kind of like fall flat, and it doesn't even sound like people, at least according to them, weren't even being like outright insulting. So like for you to be bothered by it, I don't know. I honestly, you need to just fucking grow a pair.
It was very constructive for most people.
But also, I know you guys.
Like, you just went from a community where people were regularly calling you, like, a pedophile and lolicon. No. Wait, I remember it now. When I was cool with him 2 years ago, back in the commentary days or whatever, I would regularly call him as a joke, right? I would call him lolicon Lerix. And he asked me, he came to me and he like, hey, can you like cut it out? Like, I know it's like a joke or whatever, but, and I did, right? I did. But those signs of sensitivity were already showing when he was doing this shit.
Especially Quinn have helped so much. Oh, that's you, Quinn. I don't want to screw them over. I also feel like this place is serving for any time I do something that people don't like. People get so over the top and just cruel. To be honest, and I'm just going to have a space that breeds that. So I want to bring this up with you guys to get thoughts. Okay. Know your thoughts and also giving reasoning to why I'm thinking about closing the Discord, in addition to weird drama. The other people, cafe and crush. Cafe is every cafe.
Yes. Yes.
Nice try, Botter. You're too late. You're too late. You did this after we had 200 concurrent. So you couldn't hide the rise from me this time, buddy.
What's that drama?
There was a situation where I think it was during the same day
Better luck next time. Better luck next time.
the minor docs themselves, and every cafe was on a stream with a Green Star radio. And we brought that up to Liam because they.
If you're new here, though, great way to show support that you are a real person, and not somebody who is botting me because I discovered them talking to a 16-year-old. A great way to support is by subbing up if you're new here for any reason.
Covering him in a stream, and that morning Liam had come in and told us, like, we had a whole discussion about how he doesn't want commentate people around. He thinks that everyone there is just a terrible person. They don't belong in the community. And so when he saw that cafe was on that stream, he was like, yeah, let's get him out of here.
Listen, it is not my fault that you decided to reach out to a 16-year-old. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. You should not be mad at me. It's yourself that you're mad at. It's also not my fault that in an effort to flex how much you were making to me, and you sent me a photo of a check and are so fucking retarded. You forgot to blur your name at the bottom, so you gave me like your name and banking details. That's not my fault.
Funny thing, we had just talked about the minor on the Reddit, and he was all like, I don't know if I want to buy it. I don't know if I want to ban them.
Yeah, he like blurred his name at the top and the company at the top because he didn't want to dox him, and he forgot there was a bottom. He forgot there was a bottom with his full legal name and shit.
Make a lot of art. They're big contributions to the community.
Wait, so Liam is saying that he wasn't sure about banning the minor from his Reddit?
Yeah, he was really did not want to ban that minor. He was. We had convinced him to do that.
I mean, if you have screenshots of that, that'd be interesting.
Yes, I do. I will send those. But when we brought Cafe, is like, yeah, he needs to go immediately.
And Cafe was like a big donor, right? Am I misremembering? I feel like I've seen.
Yes,
okay.
he was a big donor.
Oh, yeah, he was.
He was a longtime mod as well. He was.
True, and I am a known doxer now as well, so be careful, sir. Be very, very, very careful. Be very careful.
Liam's most loyal soldier. He was deleting YouTube comments that were negative for a while.
So it's almost like a...
For every stream that gets botted, I will leak one letter of your full legal name. Dude, can you imagine? Can you imagine? Today is E-Day. Congratulations. That's not actually a letter from it, but like every day we have like a letter day.
Did Liam warns them for what? Sorry?
Deleting YouTube comments, which he's gone back on. He used to say don't delete negative comments on his YouTube videos, and he's been deleting all of our comments on all of his YouTube videos in recent time.
Right. So, and as was Liam like, did he make it clear, guys, that we're not going to allow any criticism anymore to every cafe or whatever? Or did he just like kick him out immediately?
Immediately kicked him out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
so
just sent some of the screenshots.
Okay, let me just finish with this. No, of course I get that part and completely understand. I feel like the banter of the community to some people gets lost and just breeds their rudeness. Why would I create a space for people to be that way?
Too soon, Aiden? Is that Toki? You're a traitor-ass payaso, buddy. So shut the fuck up, okay? You defected. You left me. You abandoned me.
Okay. Made this feel like a snark. Wait, sorry, what's this? But it was like crazy that I was reading earlier that made this feel like a snark Discord and not community one. The idea is using the word snark is very funny. I don't know if you guys would get that, but that is quite funny. Okay. People giving their thoughts is fine, but for a community Discord where a lot of comments may be uncomfortable, that didn't make this feel like a community Discord, and something I'm not going to allow in a server that's supposed to be positive and emotes, jokes, fun banter, and constructive criticism. So, okay, and you said pictures of people like saying apparently cruel stuff. So Indifferent Ballad said, I think he just wants to be like a big streamer, you know, this is his way of doing it. He's a rather bland person, so that wouldn't work. If he can't take it, he shouldn't be a streamer. Okay, this is W Indifferent Ballad, so I'll say that.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's the thing, that the joke / banter, like, is what the community is about. It's just pretty clear bar when people are being like crazy rude. This sucks because they are members of the community, but Indifferent Ballads and Rats think. But there's two examples that I remember saying where I'm gonna ban them, unfortunately. Like, it's weird, cool comments you wouldn't see in a fan base. And the difficult thing is, this is the difficult thing. I'm sorry, I don't know how else to say it. It kind of feels awkward.
I see melted. It did. Okay, a chat dies when people stop being interested. A chat doesn't die when everyone creates an identical chat to do the exact same thing. So it's still alive. It's just people have decided to betray me and go do it somewhere else, of course. Which is fair, but it's not like a death. It's just a purposeful, coordinated betrayal, an effort to personally spite me that I will hold against you for life, of course. And we'll never forget and add to the mark of my list.
But with what you were saying about me, I don't want anyone like that in the community of mine. Which sucks, because, yeah, he's been a member for a while, but I don't know how else to deal with the personal insults. That's never cool. Okay, can I just, like, grow up, I guess? I don't know. Would it help if you gave you an apology? Like, I hear what you guys are saying, and I'm open to other stuff, but given the things you were saying about me, that's, like, super uncomfortable because you have someone like that in my community. And so this is about, what, the fact that, like, the idea that, like, he doesn't really care and thinks that he's, like, a bland person.
Yeah,
that's what he's referring to. Okay.
Yeah, and like, Bellas is honestly just a really, like, blunt person in general, so... I mean, it's not like...
those specific messages were the ones that he pointed out as things that he took offense to. He sent those...
There's another psyop going on. Okay, that I need to address. And it's worse than people who are just like, yeah, I don't want to use your thing anymore. I want to go over here. That's fine. But there are people that are like, why are you, like, trying to, like, make your chat more active? This is so gay. Stop caring. I like a community. I like having a community. Of course I'm going to talk about it. Of course I'm going to try to revive it. I'm not going to be like, I don't care, guys. I don't care. Of course I care. I want to make my community active. If you think that, like, the whole, like, this is so gay, you're trying to make your community more active, go fuck yourself. Go eat shit and die, you stupid cunt. Like, what do you want to...
Screenshots to us of those ballads message.
Okay. But you guys, so was this the reason that you guys...
These people are worse than Gamma. The whole people that are like, this is so gay that you're talking about this. I'm gonna fucking talk about it. Go cry and bitch and fucking moan as much as you want. I'm still gonna talk about it. I'm still gonna fight it.
This wasn't the straw that broke the camel's back. So were you still in the community at this point, or what caused you guys to, like, decide, I guess, to turn on Liam? Was this it, or was it something else?
He repeatedly wanted me.
Like, some of these hoes, like, need to learn their fucking place. $5 from Tenanza. The person in the situation isn't the only minor that got into a position they shouldn't have been in Liam's community. We had to unmod a chatter grandma because they were, I believe, 14. They weren't banned from chat or the Reddit despite this. If I had a community like Liam's, I would only be moderating people who are willing to verify their age through ID or something. Like, because once again, his community just has a high probability of minors entering. Like, somebody like me, first of all, my community's very small, and second of all, the type of content I make, the type of shit I cover would be boring for minors. I wouldn't see a lot of overlap there. We did have one case where, and to be fair, I was like 19, but some girl came into my server saying she was 18. She was actually 17. So when this was found out, she was banned for life. When she turned 18 a few months later, she's still not allowed in my like server or anything, because the rule is, like, if it turns out you lied about your age, you're banned for life, even when you become of age. And most of the people who would lie about their age are going to be like late teens, like 17 or whatever, so there would be probably more incentive to just wait till you turn 18 than go lie about your age and enter the server. The thing is, you have 604 viewers. You're not so true.
And ballads banned, and when a few moderators tried to stand up to that, he specifically targeted brainworms and removed her mod, and decided that the Discord needed to be shut down, no matter how much people said they could just warn people and roll out new rules against.
It's not our fault. I'm sorry. If that's you do not care. You legitimately don't care. You don't care. You don't care. Your heart is not bleeding for this guy's ugly wife. I'm sorry. That did happen, just to be clear. But don't pretend like you give a fuck.
Negativity.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, we had it all in private with him.
Yeah,
Oh.
after that, so the thing is, we had that Discord shut down, and at the end of that conversation, he decided that we didn't need a community Discord anymore, but he's going to give it to us because we spent our time setting it up. Like, he didn't want to fuck us over, apparently, but he fucked us over every other way. But then after that, he went on stream, and he announced that it was closed and stuff. And something that happened was Strawberry made a joke in chat saying, feeling kind of indifferent about this ballad. And he called that out. He went crazy about that. Like, there's this weird negative energy in chat. I thought things were cool. I thought it would.
The negative, dude. I can imagine Queen Liam walking into the chord, caked in makeup, being like, the energy right now is accosting. Okay, I do not need this. I actually want, like, do you think when him and Kai are like together, he's like imagining a man?
If they're all out with you, I want everyone to hop into a voice call after stream so we can air out any grievances. And we did
Wait,
that.
he says this on stream, and that was the 20-person call or whatever?
Yep,
I'm trying to find the link.
I got the link. Let me see.
Wait, no, the 20. Wait, are you guys?
Sorry, I see someone in chat saying...
This Quinn person would be an example of, like, if you modded this person without seeing ID, like, what are we doing? This person sounds like a kid.
It was a 20-person call, yeah.
I know adult women that also sound like this, but they're an exception.
Yeah,
That was the call he was talking
20
about
people.
after the stream.
That wasn't on stream, and unfortunately, no one clipped it.
Like, that you could tell me this was a 16, 17-year-old girl. I'd believe you. 100%.
Nobody
Yeah,
clipped it.
the call was private after stream, but he invited us to it on stream.
Yeah.
So what happened in that call? What was it like? Was it just more of what he's saying in these, like, mod chats?
From his end, yes. He said pretty much the same exact thing.
True, major ICVC after stream. The IC Reconquista is happening, whether the hoes like it or not.
And was trying to get us to understand it. But there were more people in the call than mod chat that got to voice their opinions.
So we tried to talk to him about various failings. For instance, the minor doxing himself, right? He completely brushed that off in the entire call-in. We kept bringing it up.
Just to be, you cannot dox I guess no, if you're a minor, you can dox yourself. Because minors, in my opinion, cannot consent to posting their own personally identifying info online.
He said it was handled, and it's not a big deal. even though the post had been up
But
for
like dox means something very specific.
hours and hours, and had already been in the eyes of hundreds of people. And he had it on stream.
Bro, Aiden, chill. That sounds like you 7-8 years ago. I'm sorry. You're saying that it's wrong for me to say this person sounds like a kid because when I was fucking 12 years old, I sounded like a kid. With all due respect, I mean this as respectfully as possible, no disrespect intended. Are you like a drooling fucking retard? Like, I just want you to read back what you typed and try not to become like suicidal, realizing that your mind was capable of typing those words. Cause like you actually sound like a drooling fucking retard that needs to be like a ward of the state.
And his mods were talking to him on every platform they have available to talk to him, and he was not moving with a, you know,
Of course I sounded like a kid when I was 12.
swiftness that is expected of a near 200,000 subscriber YouTube channel.
Also, why do you want me to? It's like you were better in the bath. Why do you want me to be in a bathtub? Why do you want to imagine me in a bathtub as a 12-year-old? What the fuck is going on, buddy? Is there something you want to tell us?
His size with as many years.
He
in the
knows
game
this
as he has.
too. He came from commentary. Doxing is not cool. That's
Right.
serious.
Well, I mean, to be fair to Lee, I don't know. Did he bring attention to the fact that like there was all this info on the screen, or?
He didn't
Or-
notice. No,
okay.
he did not notice.
All right, but then you're saying he didn't even ban the miner afterwards?
No,
He did
they
not.
were not.
He did not.
We requested Strawberry DM them and asked that they leave the subreddit, and they did that. But as far as we know, they were not officially banned off anything.
Right.
He was
Just like one
pushing back
thing,
on the idea.
right? And was he pushing back in VC, or is there like messages? 'Cause that's kind of like crazy to me.
I don't know why like people are trying to make a like the doxing criticism is not the angle here. I guess the wolf person's already conceded on that. But everything needs to be doxing. Not everything involving the dissemination of personally identifying info is doxing. Okay? It's the D word. It's like the nuclear word. Not doxing.
That like it's one thing for him to be like, oh, okay, I accidentally showed the stuff, whatever. But for him to like insist on the miner still being there, that's very that doesn't like Liam. That's a bit odd.
Yeah,
He pushed back in the chat, didn't he? I believe
yeah,
he
when
said
we
that
bought
they
it.
contributed so much.
Yeah, I sent these screenshots here. The first two, he was.
Thank
saying-
you, Starbase, for sending me the essay about how it is not you that is botting me. Thank you, buddy. Much appreciated. And how I've denied you a fair defense. I literally offered you the I had to pull teeth to get you to call in. I begged you to call into my stream several times. I don't know where this I've denied you a fair defense is coming from. I'd love to, like, hear that. I've literally let you call on my stream and say whatever you wanted.
How he didn't want to ban them.
Oh, where's Strawberry? Okay. Sorry, I see this message about people from commentary getting purged, and I'm just looking for the one of. Oh, okay, thank you. So let's see. What he's also banned on YouTube and Twitch. We think it's for the best. And then Liam's like, "Whoa, so you're referring here to the miner, right?" And you
Yes.
know, wait, what? I mean, they shouldn't be allowed in the Discord, but you banned from the channel. What? And this is a known just because you said you saw his 6th grade certificate,
Sixth grade.
right? But was that like an old certificate? Was that a recent
Just
thing? Like,
graduated. It had the date. It had the
oh, okay,
date of
just
like
making
last
sure.
semester. He graduated.
Right. You can still watch it everything. Okay. Let's see. So then you guys are saying it's perfect.
Bro,
Okay, I hear you.
11 is in. This kid just got out of fucking elementary school, dude. What are we doing, man?
It's just like, I don't know, it feels weird, because like they make so much fan arts that have been around for a while, and sportive, just to be banned like that from even chatting, that feels kind of fucked up. Right. I don't know though, maybe it is better, it just feels bad, okay. But he does say, sure, yeah, alright, at the end. But then, and then in contrast, I guess, Cafe, as soon as Cafe goes on, I guess, Green's stream, he's like, I don't want him here anymore. That's kind of crazy. That is kind of insane though, because obviously Liam should know the risks of having a known miner. I mean, you know, they're clearly, the miners isn't, I'm not saying they should be, but they're not smart enough to like hide their identity, so it's even worse, everyone can know. They're clearly not somebody who is able to protect themselves, and he's like fighting for them to be in chat. That's
Yeah,
quite
it's kind
silly.
of like
And on that,
crazy how
20%
quick he was to ban commentary people,
Yeah.
but something like this.
So on
Okay.
that 20% call, I actually did call him out about that, and he was just like, "Well, I was on stream. What did you expect me to do? Pause it for like 5 seconds and delete the post? Like he's paused stream before. I don't understand why it was that hard." And I tried telling him that. He just kept reiterating the same point, and we were just going back and forth. And it's like, I don't know.
It's like, if he's like acknowledging, is he at least acknowledging that it was like, you know, dumb of him to one the person in the community?
So does this get more interesting, or can we go to the Liam Cope stream now?
It's one, just on a personal level.
No, he never
Like,
acknowledged.
He didn't take a
Yo,
chance.
thank you for the 2 August moments. What's your top and bottom 3 artists in 20? I have not listened to any 2026 artists, and God, I don't have like top artists. I don't even know, dude. I don't even know. I just like songs. I don't even like artists. Fuck your artists and your albums.
Ability for anything. I
Right.
tried to tell him.
I mean, I guess I've listened to a lot of Deftones, Korn, Slipknot. I've listened to some 80s shit sometimes. I've listened to a lot of alternative indie stuff. And then for my bottom 3, the girl that made the anxiety song or whatever, whoever the fuck made that one song, Dance Monkey, even though it came out 4 years ago, the fact that that was ever a song I had to hear is unacceptable. And then there was someone else who sounded like shit once that I'm really mad. Oh yeah, someone was in a car once and played some. It was like Hollywood Undead or so. I don't remember what the fuck it was. It was the most like dog shit music I've ever listened to. It was like, dude, go fuck yourself for playing this. I'm offended.
He has the ability to moderate his spaces, so there should be a moderator on his subreddit because that's
Yeah,
pretty
after
basic
that,
for a
we
popular
started
subreddit.
asking for mods all the time, and he said he was going to mod Strawberry and Ari Babari, and he said that
Multiple
100 times, promised it to us, told us he's doing it right now, this second, and there was no Reddit mods at any point.
Okay. What else happened in that 20-person call? Were there any other like criticisms brought up to him that got hashed out, or?
So there was so for ballads, he like makes music, right? And
Mhm.
he would submit like his music. He would pay
Oh, donate
Liam
for it to be right.
Yes. And so that's for sorry. The hang on. The comment where Ballads was like, "I'm only here for the community." Liam didn't like that, I guess, and was like, "You're a leech and a snake in our community." Even though he was literally paying Liam to play his music, it's like, and similarly, that was supposedly this was his whole thing for this channel, was for Liam to build a platform.
I mean, I guess you could kind of be offended when like somebody who's like very active is like, yeah, actually, I'm not even here for you and stuff. It's like, okay, you're kind of a dick for like needing to emphasize that. Like you clearly want to elicit some sort of response, but it's like, why would you get offended by that and actually respond? You know, it's nice to know. Listen, I'm a fellow megalomaniac. It's nice to know that there is a community that is there for you. Okay, it's a nice feeling, right? It is a nice feeling, but to actually get offended that there are people in your community that don't give a fuck about you. Like, I have people that are here just because I'm talking about Liam and shit. That doesn't make me mad, right? To actually get offended by, it's like, he's so thin-skinned.
Platform for his music eventually. So it's just kind of like,
And he was calling this guy like a
hypocritical,
snake, right?
yes,
Was
making a leech.
a snake and a leech. Well, he was. Did he at least play the music
Don't
when?
put this. I hate when people do this every time. They put it all on the woman. It always goes on the woman. I'm sure she's influencing some of his performative behavior, but no, like men have autonomy. It's not like Kai Jomha. Like he's doing these things because he wants to do these things. She might be encouraging it, of course, but is it she has traits that lead to encouraging that, and it's those traits that he was seeking in a woman? Like, there are aspects of his personality here that are all responsible, and even when he wasn't dating Kai, the sort of like thin-skinned aspects of himself would kind of like show or demonstrate themselves behind the scenes.
He was donated to though.
50 new viewers. Yo, what's up, 50 new viewers? If you are new here and you're enjoying what you're seeing, well, you just got here, so I don't know why I'd tell you to sub.
Yeah.
Okay, alright, that's good to hear at least. And was this common, I guess, of Liam to like shit talk viewers or other people in these like calls, or?
No, I don't really think so. I don't want to say so.
So there wasn't other, while he was airing things out, it was seemingly we have every cafe, ballad. Okay, so what other criticisms then were brought up in this 20-person call, if any?
Just him being unattentive to Discord in general the whole time, not coming in at all, not checking up on us, having us do everything to get his attention, and not giving us moderation power, but not wanting to be in the Discord is like he wants.
I mean, it goes both ways. I think it's ultimately like Liam it's a huge liability, and him being completely irresponsible for creating a server in an at-risk community, in my opinion, and not being attentive to it. But simultaneously, you guys aren't getting paid for this shit. Just fucking leave.
Things both ways. He wanted to be paranoid about everybody, but then he wanted to give one random person ownership powers. So we're bringing all that up, and then he just wanted to shut down the Discord after that, when it was kind of his fault that it wasn't running the way he wanted it to. He wasn't present. He couldn't make a community the way he wanted it because he wasn't there.
Right. And so from there, I guess you guys made the Liam Donovan Hex subreddit, or was there any other situations?
That was,
between then and
True,
now?
I agree. Trans Smaggle does have a point.
That was before the
Oh.
situation happened. I originally made it just because people were asking where the Snark subreddit was. I didn't know that Mert had locked it down. I just thought it had become less active. So I created that Snark subreddit, the alternative.
Dude, and he hasn't been
okay.
doing,
And I
like,
think Liam skipped.
how quickly the Snark subreddit came around, like, compared to when he started doing Liam Donovan, like, that is the quickest time I've seen someone get their own Snark subreddit.
Out about that. He's been like lurking it. He's been banning people who show up on the Snark.
Oh, he's been
He only
banning
banned a lot of his
people
mods.
who show up on Liam
After I
Donovan
did
Hex from the main subreddit. Am I getting that right?
Yes,
Okay.
because the
So
main
you're-
subreddit, since it's been closed down, people have been going over to Hex to try like figure things out.
Why did he close down the main subreddit, by the way? I missed
So
that.
bad.
Okay, that-
Actually, before you say, sorry, Strawberry, you were going to say something. I interrupted you. Were going to say.
Oh yeah, I was just saying that I got unmodded on YouTube after I made the big recap post. I don't know if it had anything to do with that because other
Oh.
YouTube mods got unmodded, but I kind of do think he was lurking and saw that.
Oh, yeah, that was
No.
another thing.
Everyone did get unmodded. Like even people who had nothing to do with the Discord, he just went and unmodded everyone one night. Like there's like Gongo was coming in, and Gongo has been a mod since the Lerix days. Locked in, they were making timestamps back in the day, and they came
Right.
in. They were unmodded randomly, and he remodded like a bunch of people who came in and like, why am I unmodded? But he just said like they got caught in crossfire. or
Oh
whatever.
yeah. So he just like one night. Was this around the time of the Discord?
The night of the long Jannies, he just purged all his mods and then gave mod back to the ones that, like, weren't being too critical of him, I guess. I don't know.
Cole
Yeah, this
stuff.
was,
or-
yeah.
Oh,
This
so
was
when
like
when people were
after-
criticizing him in Discord, he like is in his feelings and he's just unmodding a bunch of people from his YouTube and seemingly.
Yeah.
You have to take the pledge to the Liam Donovan Führer. He has his own, like, salute and shit as well.
Reddit.
Yes.
Okay.
He only
Alright,
had
that's interesting.
one or two people in chat since, like, when he was streaming. Yeah.
Discord shitter Perry interviewing well, we're about to get into Liam's Cope stream. It's just Perry's the guy that, like, devotes his attention to snarking Liam. So he got interviews with these people. I also think this isn't, like, super interesting, but I'm just finishing this so I don't miss something and get the full picture here. What we know right now is that, like, Liam is, like, demonstrating behavior of, like, being incredibly thin-skinned towards criticism. Mods are turning on him. Snark subreddits are being created, and an 11-year-old was discovered as, like, an active community member. And when this was brought to his attention, his immediate reaction wasn't, like, ban them from everything. He was, like, actually more concerned with the prospect of losing an active fan rather than mitigating the insane liability that is having an 11-year-old partaking in this community, a community which is not safe for work.
Anonymous and Baku Izidori or something. I don't even really know.
Oh, yeah, Isidore.
Follows from G's. Aiden, why are you silent in the call? You should push back a bit. Good one.
Okay. Right. So then what's this about the Reddit getting taken private?
So what
or
happened
shut down?
there was very petty. A few people made accounts called something Muhammad. It was a joke we were making.
Oh no,
And-
he's really gonna hate
A
that.
few people made, I think, a total of 3 Reddit posts of Liam edits, tending to be like has-been hotel obsessed, fucking non-binary teenagers, that kind of thing. It was
I
legit.
thought they were making, like, Liam Donovan, like, haram Liam Donovan haram posts.
Pretty
Great
much
post.
the fan base, anyways.
Yeah, pretty much the Reddit he has. There's a like preteen on the subreddit. You can go see. Go check now. One of the most recent posts is a little doodle in the snow of his side
I'll
profile.
link that.
And he's
Okay,
He
like,
completely locked the subreddit down.
guys, we cannot make jokes about Islam. I thought that's what it was gonna be. No, I'm not one of the. There are some people that are like, why is Islam so sensitive? And then when you talk about, like, Jesus or some shit, they throw a fit, right? I think all religion we can meme on, right? I don't, like, particularly focus on Islam or, like, I saw Think Before You Sleep. There was, like, the Islamic, like, call to prayer in New York City near a mosque. And he's like, so it begins. It's like, what begins? It's a city with a lot of Muslims. It always has. They have a call to prayer. They always have. Why is this, like, a shock to you?
3 like edits were posted to it, and he said it was brigading, and he was afraid.
So I'm a bit confused. What are these edits exactly?
I think I have some screenshots of the posts if I can find it.
Because doesn't like Liam always like? I guess he stops now.
Yeah, dude, people are like, they're coming in to invade and impose Sharia law, and it's just like, no, he actually just like politely handed me my Uber Eats order just now. He didn't say anything about Sharia law. I don't think that's what he's trying to do, man.
But didn't he used to like do a daily like subreddit review? And
Yeah, one of them was like a Gotcha Life edit that was posted, and then
Oh my
another
God.
one was like asking about Liam Donovan fan fictions, and then there's one that was posted of a GIF of him looking at 9/11, which he didn't like very much apparently.
I think I
so since then, he
Just
hasn't been
goofy
doing
stuff.
like the subreddit review since then, I guess.
So the subreddit got locked down.
Dude,
Everything
so it's like that meme where like, you know, on like Discord when like somebody like posted a SpongeBob meme, it's like POV, you're a kid, like your parent just left you in a hot car, and people are like, oh my god, I can't fucking take, like the most like, you know, safe, edgy, like normie jokes, and they're like throwing like a fit over those. Is he like unironically becoming like that? There's like a 9/11 joke. He's like, this is ridiculous. This isn't cool. Do you know like people actually died that day? Do you know people like I just discovered people actually died on 9/11. Did you know this? And like because people died, it's serious, and comedy can never be about serious or offensive subjects. Of course, because that's how comedy works, apparently.
has to be moderator approved before you can see it, but he didn't moderate approve anything, so it's basically
Right.
just locked down.
Well, he's not doing a subreddit review because the streaming career is now over. He
Too soon.
stopped streaming because 3 people made Reddit posts.
Dude, I remember Gilbert Gottfried got like shit because it was actually too soon. It was like, I think like a few weeks after 9/11, and he's like, it was something like, I was supposed to catch a plane to get here, but I heard it ended up in the Empire State Building. So, and people like everyone like lost their shit.
With the name Muhammad. And a few people in the comments section, but it was nothing big. He just completely stopped streaming now.
Yeah,
He's no longer doing music submissions.
yeah, I'm not sure. I guess yeah. It's, so wait, did he announce that he's going to stop streaming, or has it just been
He
taking?
replied
In
Just on
a,
his comment.
in a YouTube comment. In a YouTube comment to one person that isn't pinned.
Is that on his like latest
It was so
video?
bad.
How's that funny? Under benign violation theory, that would be funny because it is breaking social norms and boundaries. It is atypical, i.e. something that might be perceived as a rule violation because of its offensive nature relating to a sensitive subject, but it is also simultaneously perceived as safe because the nature of the joke is unlikely to actually cause any realistic harm or suffering to anyone. Therefore, under the human psyche and its reasons for having a comedy response to begin with, as explained by benign violation theory, a joke like that would be funny. That's why people find offensive jokes funny, because people's brains are literally hardwired to.
Yes, on the MAGA playlist
Right.
video he made.
So
But he didn't even stream like all his other playlist videos.
did he stream since?
So like
this
this idea of if it's offensive, it can't be joked about. It's like, what?
Reddit's drama, to be clear, or the Discord drama?
Since
Okay, so-
Discord, he did like 2 or 3.
I think it's been like 2 weeks since he streamed, actually, or something
Also,
like that, around that.
Strawberry, also, you sent me these accounts of like people who are minors. Are those moderators or just viewers in Liam's chat?
Well, those were viewers who had made alt accounts. I won't name names, but
Yeah, I don't want to show them, but okay. So let me just get this timeline.
We were just pretending to be young. This is fan
Commentary drama is like.
Born to be a philosopher, forced to address chatters.
So Britney asterisk asterisk asterisk.
Sorry, one
lauded
second,
by
one
cleanest
second, sorry,
lobbyists,
because
but
I
then
have
banana
stupid
fat at
dono.
DM
I forgot to
minor
pause it.
amendment.
Yeah, I'm the Aristotle of my fucking general.
You guys,
Donovan
I know you're gonna like.
deleted
I'm just gonna talk over
subreddit.
it. I'm mad that
Imagine
someone's
Tycho
interrupting.
seeing this
So
after
fuck
Rocky
them.
Republic.
But you were saying, Strawberry? You were straight saying, sorry.
Yeah, a few community members. We made alt accounts with the name Mohammed in them, and we were gonna fuck with him on stream. But we made the mistake of commenting on some videos, and apparently his brain was big enough to figure out that it was a bit, so he hits out and he hit a bunch of them.
So let me just get this timeline straight, guys. So it seems like Liam has he goes from mainly YouTube stream, mainly music streams to variety streams. When that happens, he starts a Discord. The Discord has a bunch of drama to do with having a hard time moderating, and then you, the Discord moderators, confront Liam about how he's not really helping you guys out, considering how paranoid he is about the people in the Discord, and also the dumb stuff he did with regards to showing his subreddit. Around this time, people on the subreddit start like making mocking posts of Liam Donovan, and because of this, I guess, conflux of criticism both in his Discord and people mocking him on his Reddit, he basically quit streaming, and now he's only going to focus on short form content and YouTube videos. Is that about right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, for the most part, that's correct.
Okay, so is there anything here that we're missing?
Trying to moderate on his Reddit. I supplied his fucking content with, some actually funny jokes because he has nothing good to say.
You have a mixture too. There are moderators that are just like seething. I think like some of the seethe behavior is like, yeah, I agree with Queeman. Almost like I've been saying this, and it wasn't clipped, which kind of hint, you should start clipping, people. It is a, you will be a soldier in our revival in the Reconquista of YouTube. But like, yeah, some of the mods like absolutely demonstrate like total loser behavior, but I don't know why I'm expecting anything differently from this guy based on his profile picture.
I originally defended his personality in the conversation, but I'd like to retract that. He has no personality. He's not funny. He's not an interesting person. He has to rely on others for his content, and he's pushed everyone away in his community.
Some new developments happen that lead to me not liking you. Therefore, anything good I've ever said about you previously and any defense I've ever given about you previously is now null and void, and I have to go back on it because I'm a totally like genuine person that definitely isn't admitting on live that I was being some brown-nosing fucking kiss ass. Unprincipled fuck.
Cared about him or was funny. I think he should maybe scream one last time so he can be our little lol cow. But
you cannot like someone now because of some new revelation. But if you have to go back and like do like post hoc retractions of any time you've ever defended them on anything or said anything nice, it's like, okay, you're just like some disingenuous freak that's just like admitting that you don't believe in the shit you were saying at the time.
Other than that, he's completely worthless. He's a pathetic piece of shit. He should probably quit making content and go get an actual job.
Yeah.
You know what? True. Except holy mirror post. Holy mirror post. The holy lack of self-awareness.
Yes, sir. I agree with that statement.
Okay.
I've been here for
I see
a
where you're
long
coming from.
time, and I know.
Oh, wait.
Is Parry gonna give any pushback to Rat Fink? No, because he's fat and useless.
Bring this up.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure his mom is currently paying for his bills because he's not making a lot of money on content anymore. Sadly, a lot of Reddit.
Are you sure? Because I feel like Liam has had quite the, generational pull with regards to making money off of sitting there and bopping his head for 5 minutes. His mom? Really? You think his mom's paying for stuff?
He paid for his NCR tickets. He was open about that. His expensive flight and tickets to that NCR concert.
That could have been a gift. Believe it or not, when you're an adult, you can also like receive gifts from your parents, especially when you're a younger adult. Because sometimes, even though you're a younger adult, they still kind of like view you as their kid and younger than what you actually are and capable of. Like, yeah, MCR tickets does not mean your mom is paying your bills.
When was that?
Took a break from screaming. Was it August? I think it was August.
His mom
August
paid for
or
those?
something like that.
She paid for those tickets. Kai doesn't work.
Wow, his mom got him a gift. Really groundbreaking. Is Parry gonna like bring the fact up that like you just made a statement she was paying his bills, and your example is that she got him a gift? You seem like you're like there's genuine criticism of Liam here, but you seem like a salty fuck and a total loser that admitted that you spent months being some brown-nosed kiss ass for some guy that doesn't give a fuck about you, and therefore anything you said in hindsight was completely disingenuous, and you have to do this like also disingenuous like post hoc retraction because you now dislike him for completely unrelated reasons. Is Parry gonna give him any pushback? No he isn't, because Parry fucking sucks.
I can tell
Give
that.
us the Patreon.
The Patreon
Oh yeah,
is
he still hasn't open. It's still open. He promised he shut it down ages ago. He has not.
Why'd he promise? Why'd he say he would shut it down? I don't understand. Why'd he say
Because
that?
he feels bad he's not giving any Patreon content to people who are paying for Patreon.
Doesn't he post like cat
He
photos?
originally,
No, he
No.
don't post anything.
Not anymore. He posted like 3, I think. Like he barely did anything for the Patreon.
yeah, originally he promised free submissions. That was something he promised, like free submission slots for the song donos. Never did that. It was just a lie, and people had already pledged by then. And he said, "Well, actually, I don't want to do it, so I'm going to go back on that."
He doesn't know what he wants to do.
I feel like
There's originally,
Wait. It's like, why do we always... This actually, I get like autistically mad about this. We have some good criticisms for Liam here. But no, every online autist that has like the high ground in criticizing somebody needs to start pulling every criticism possible because they believe that they believe in quantity over quality of the criticisms. He's indecisive. He doesn't know what he wants. Yeah, no fucking shit. This is obviously some like dude in his 20s with fucking identity issues. It's pathetic, sure, but like obviously he doesn't know what he wants. I have no clue what I want, right? The main focus here is that he's super sensitive, thin-skinned, and was seemingly not totally immediately alarmed by the notion of an 11-year-old being able to interact in his community. That's the criticism here. Not that his mom got him a gift once in 2023, so that means his mom is paying his bills, which is like a total non sequitur.
Discord server. Like, there's a Patreon-only Discord server. I was never in there because I didn't give the guy a fucking fuck. But, he banned people from the Discord server after they paid.
Tana got banned from the Patreon Discord server while they were still paying Patreon because they went on a commentary stream and made fun of his
He
makeup.
made a couple of jokes, too. It was just some makeup jokes, and his makeup is objectively bad.
Yeah,
All
well,
the women and all the faggots in this community.
Don't say so. Okay, whatever. You know, just TOS, but fair enough, whatever.
It's just so the soy parry will give him pushback when it's a violation of TOS, but this like rat guy is being like a complete fucking loser, like retard throughout the interview. But because Parry is like disingenuous, bad faith, and only wants to point his criticisms at one person in that given moment, he's unwilling to punch sideways, and is just like being completely useless in this interview, not giving any pushback. I've noticed a theme here. Like, for example, when Chronic made a nuanced tweet that some of the Liam Donovan mods were making doxing allegations, Parry gets all mad and is urging Chronic to fucking take it down. And it's like, well, that's true. They were making doxing allegations. That was a part of this. Chronic can point that out and use it as a criticism against the accused. Parry's like getting mad that people are punching sideways.
So, I could be wrong here, guys. Yeah, we'll tell that to YouTube. Anyway, I could be wrong here, guys. It does look like he's closed the, it does look like he's closed the Patreon. Or maybe I'm just clicking on the wrong link. I don't know if that's recent or not.
There's still people pledging. Like, we were able to find that there are people pledging. He's like lighted or something, maybe?
Maybe. It says purple spirals. Maybe it's just like the link's wrong. If you can find a link to it, you know, I'll show that. But yeah, alright, no, but fair enough. I mean, if he is. It does seem, if you're telling me it's the case, you're telling me that, like, he promised free submissions and he never, you know, he never did that. He never actually did free submissions. That's pretty shitty. I say it's pretty shitty and slimy of him to take advantage of his patrons like that, if that's the case. But you guys are saying you're not patrons. I guess I'd want to hear from the patrons about that. But yeah, that's something to look into for sure.
I was a Patreon.
It's something I want to look into for sure. This guy has like a cock up his ass and still is not giving these people any pushback. Okay, well, that was an incredibly boring interview, but we did get some useful insight out of it, which Parry did then re-summarize. Awesome. Thank you for your great contributions, Parry, once again. And then Liam did a response stream, which I heard was absolutely fucking bonkers. Oh, wait, keep going? Okay.
You work with, yeah?
Yeah, I was.
So, you never did the free submissions?
Nope.
Wait, hold on.
Never.
That's pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
So he is a scam. You should sue him. You should sue him, I think.
I should sue him, yeah, totally, because Wolf and I, we paid so much fucking money to that guy. Like, it was so bad. Oh my god. It was so bad.
Well, sadly, I don't think you'll be able to, but I think he should make it right. That is pretty fucked up. Sincerely, it's shitty, right? You know, you promise something. You know, I have a patron. You know, I have a hard time sometimes hitting the monthly goals, but like it's like shit. You know, for one thing, you know, I'm running a smaller ship here than Liam with his 200k subs. But for another, yeah, you know, you should make it up to the person. Either do the submissions now. Not that I think you'd want them, but still, he should do.
Wait, he didn't fulfill certain submissions?
Patrons, I guess I'd want to hear from the patrons about that, but yeah, that's something to look into for sure.
I was a Patreon.
Oh yeah, you work with, yeah?
Yeah, I was.
So, he never did the free submissions?
Nope, never.
That's pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
So he is a scam. You should sue him. I think.
I should sue him, yeah, totally, because Wolf and I.
The question, like, for example, it's like an agreement. I'll read out your dono if you give me money, which you should, by the way. We're halfway to Streamly goal. If we hit it, I'll say yippee. But like, I'm a human being, and like, I'm not perfect, and I have missed people's donos, right? And the offer is always there. If I miss your dono, like, I will absolutely, if you want it, go through the effort of refunding you if you're not unwilling to have me read it on the next stream or something, right? But the question is, like, if there was a specific perk on that Patreon and people paid for that Patreon as a result, and that was pointed out to him and he never fulfilled it, then, like, yeah, you should be talking to people about refunding their shit.
We paid so much fucking money to that guy. Like, it was so bad. Oh my god. It was so bad.
Well, sadly, I don't think
also, is this like something you're mad about in hindsight? Because also, this would have been continuous payment. And if he wasn't fulfilling the free submissions for 1 month, why would you then go and pay him the next? Like, was this ever brought up to him? Did he ever know? that like, hey, it says this on your Patreon and you're not doing it? Or is this like something we're now bringing up in hindsight to make the quantity of criticism more substantial?
Could make it right. That is pretty fucked up. Sincerely, it's shitty, right? You know, you promise something. You know, I have a Patreon. You know, I have a hard time sometimes hitting the monthly goals, but like, it's like shit. You know, for one thing, you know, I'm running a smaller ship here than Liam with his 200k subs. But for another, yeah, you know, you should make it up.
What do you mean you have a hard time wait. Does Parry meet the goals on his Patreon that he's promised? We're going to be looking into that. I actually gave him ideas for I gave him ideas for his memberships. I gave him because I'm such a fucking good friend. And people like to take that friendship that I've given them and shit and piss all over it and then cut it into little pieces and then hang the little pieces in front of me and then burn it and then scoop up the ashes and eat them and shit them out and then throw the shit into a fucking river. But I did help him set those Has he been meeting the promises? Thank you for the 2. August, do you think you'd win against Liam in a Mog-Off? Yeah, absolutely.
To the person. Either do the submissions now, not that I think you'd want them, but still, he should do something about that. He should do something about that. That's pretty shitty if he's not giving out the promised material. That is pretty fucked up.
He would absolutely get frame mogged if we went to ASU together.
Pretty messed up.
Yeah.
Let's see, what are you sending me? Hold on. Okay.
Yeah, it does look like
seem
the
to be down
Patreon
now.
got taken down, but I think it's just last week that we confirmed it was up. We were talking about it, so this was a recent thing.
You guys been shutting everything down that they can.
Thank you for the 2 G's. A bunch of hindsight. True. I agree, G's.
Yeah, no Patreon, no Reddit, no Discord. That's interesting. He's trying to.
And he's
yeah,
turning
you're
off
saying.
comments on the videos too, so no interaction at all.
Okay.
I don't know if I can confirm that. I feel like when I've checked, I've heard multiple people say he's turned off comments, but when I've checked them,
Were these concerns ever brought up at the time as well? Like, even if they weren't brought up at the time, it's still completely valid criticism. But once again, as I've said, you have to be careful when there's legitimate reason to criticize them, because everyone wants to come out with their new, original, unique criticism, even if at the time they never brought it up or took issue with it. Right? If the criticism exists, whether they brought it up at the time or not, that's not going to matter in the grand scheme of criticizing said person. It's only going to matter in, like, your assessment of the person making the criticism.
the comments are still up.
Well, I think they mean that he's like deleting or filtering them, right? So it is hard to
He
check
has
out
deleted,
YouTube.
he's deleted multiple of my comments.
You were getting things wrong. Then tell me what I'm getting wrong, or stop being completely useless and whining.
Oh.
They were not negative, by the way. I don't know if I have a screenshot right now, but I just asked, like, what's going on, where the streams and the subreddit. I missed the community, and then he deleted that for no reason. And the same thing happened with multiple other people. They're just deleting comments for bringing it up, I guess. Somehow Mr. Davis was allowed to live. I don't know what was up with that.
Okay. Right. All right, well, that's a worrying pattern. Hopefully Liam will still have his channel by the end of the week. And I'll delete that too, out of fear
But
or
we
shame.
never know.
You never know. All right. Well, I guess like I asked, yeah, Quinn.
So you said
Yeah, Quinn? I want to see, apparently he's in a private group chat with these mods. I would love to see Parry's interactions with each of these mods also revealed to the public, because I'm noticing some apparent bias. There have been multiple criticizable statements from the mods in these calls, and all of a sudden critical snark-brained Parry has nothing to say. He's nothing to say.
we want to say stuff to Liam, we can say it, right?
Yeah. Say it now.
Okay. I just want to say it's really fucking. You're kind of a coward. I'm not gonna lie. Like you.
Is she talking to Parry? I agree.
Okay, so I'm in college and I have a job, right? I basically built that server from the ground up. And okay, so I did. Okay, so
Wow. Talking like she landed on the fucking beaches of Normandy. Congratulations.
I volunteered to help with it. I was like, hey, I've done this before. If you need help, just let me know. But I was under the impression that he would actually be there. Like, I wouldn't just be doing it.
Do you understand how much I had to sacrifice when I was making VC number 2 and telling people not to post goon memes in general? Do you know how many nights I got no sleep?
Myself.
Yeah.
And so just the fact that as soon as one thing goes wrong, that you just shut it down, is just kind of pussy, man. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
Straight
if you're gonna be straight pussy, if
Well, no, it actually, the reason he shut it down is kind of pussy. But like, they just seem mad with the notion that he shut it down. But they're all seemingly in agreement that he was an incompetent server owner, and an incompetent server owner coupled with an at-risk community, is a recipe for disaster, and he should shut it down as a result. And that's actually a good thing that he shut it down. The problem is his reasons for doing so are seemingly due to like complete like sensitivity and being a thin-skinned bitch. But like these people are bringing up that he just like he didn't seem like into like moderating the server, but they also simultaneously seem mad that it got shut down.
You're gonna be a streamer and you're gonna have an online presence. You gotta learn.
You invested your time thinking the server would work out. That's what happens when you invest your time. You're planning for it to go well. It didn't, right? The owner was seemingly incompetent, and it should be shut down as a result. He should have shut it down. And it's like, yeah, it's not like a huge deal.
How do you take criticism? That just comes along with it. Yeah, so grow some skin, man. I don't know what to say.
I agree with that. Now that's true.
He knows better in this too. He came from the Lerix channel. He was in the blood sports.
Yeah.
But he never.
He was on the YouTubes doing the blood sport. Why? Why is Parry not punched sideways at all in this conversation? He's like sitting there like, dude.
It's like for years he could deal with it, but it seems like now that he's cultivated what he wants to be a softer community, no offense, it seems like now, all of a sudden, it's like he wants nothing but a hug box. It is very interesting.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, yeah, but thanks for your thoughts, guys. I think that's, unless you have anything else to say, I think that's about it. Thank you for coming on and letting everyone know.
Thank you for the $5. Best friend I sense a strong friendship-based alliance is in development. Aiden, Parry, and Liam. I don't be friends with any of these people. Parry is a pussy-ass, coward-ass bitch that is clearly enamored by a bunch of cord gays who are like giving him the scoop on Liam, and he's like just like sitting there like, so true, even though there's like plenty of room for him to punch sideways, but because he's like fat and useless, he isn't going and doing that. Liam is a thin-skinned bitch. And also Parry is also like a liar. You could see this in my on-stream conversation with him. When he saw everyone was criticizing me, he wanted to join in, even though while we were together, there were 0 complaints. We had a good night. He left, said goodbye, and then all of a sudden he has all this criticisms for how I was acting with him IRL after the fact, and that he just lies. Got brought up at the time, but he also accidentally fucked up his own timeline, revealing he was lying.
Oh, about the updates to the Liam Donovan situation.
We appreciate you having us.
It's been a pleasure.
And then he ran mid-debate.
Are we going to promote that, Wolf? You want
Oh
to
yeah,
2 times.
We all putting together a video on the whole Discord thing.
Should be a multi-hour like iceberg, isn't it? We're gonna do.
Oh yeah, that's a different thing. That's a different.
Seems a
one.
bit
That's a different video.
Okay, 2
I'm not
videos.
doing it.
It's on everything. It's from like the Lerix days, digging up his lolicon past that he likes to hide.
There's just a
Oh.
lot of
Life.
other things.
He's an artist, by the way.
The Discord one is what's important. It's going to have all the content.
You know, officer,
everything
the CP was just it was for references, so he could draw better art.
Okay, I don't know what
Okay,
that's
buddy.
about, but I'm excited to hear. I'm excited to see
Wait, elaborate. Get them to elaborate.
this video. Of course, you know, I have covered.
You just implied something like actually insane. Get elaboration. Why do you not want? And then Parry behind the scenes is actually going through efforts to sweep for these people. In Snarky, he's getting on Chronic for revealing that these people did try to make a doxing claim against Liam. Why is he fucking sweeping for these people? What is going on here?
Liam's, you know, Air Magazine's review and everything, so I'm excited to see where this goes. I'll make sure to, if there's anything else you guys...
He literally just... Oh my god. Are like the fat cells accumulating in your fucking brain as well? He's just insinuated something in relation to Liam and CP. And it's like, I don't know what that's about, but let's immediately move on from that. And then the fucking... Even though that's like a very important thing to get some elaboration on. That's a pretty important insinuation. What the fuck is how retarded is this guy?
Let me know about Liam Donovan if you remember something after this call. Just let me know. I'll bring it up if I'm streaming. Thanks for the info, guys. All right, well, very exciting. I'll make sure. Send me that video when it comes out. I'll make sure to share it around. Thanks for coming on, guys.
Thank you.
I guess I'll go now.
Thanks.
Have a nice day. Smile.
Have a nice day.
Okay, bye. Wow. That's crazy, guys. That's crazy. That's crazy. You know, it is interesting, right? Because obviously Liam, right? You might say, oh, these people, they're just like, you know, they're complaining over that. They're so soft. But like Liam is cultivating a soft community, right? Like, oh, I just want, like, it's a very huge hypocrisy from Aiden, I feel. So it's from Liam. Sorry, I was reading the comments. A huge hypocrisy from Liam.
Completely obsessed.
I feel, right? Wherein he wants to, I guess, have everybody be nice to him. Like, you can't say shit about Liam. Oh, you're making fun of me for being bad at video games. Banned. You're going on some commentary shit to stream to cry about me. Or no, you're crying to Mode or say, you know, snark me. Banned. Meanwhile, you know,
he has like a guilty conscience for lying about me, so my spirit haunts him, and my name just comes up even though I have absolutely nothing to do with any dialogue that's presently occurring.
people. He's treating his like fucking moderators like shit, right? He's like
That was
scamming.
Kath. Okay, allegedly that was apparently Kathy pretending to be Parry, some useless, unfunny bit. Got it. Okay, so Parry apparently was being impersonated and was not the person trying to sweep up the doxing claims. Cool. Every other criticism in this interview stands. And he didn't give pushback on the doxing claims within the interview, and he also didn't give pushback to the CP insinuation. He just quickly moves on from that, and there was no pushback given to this like salty rat think retard who's acting like a total lolcow.
His patrons, which is very disgusting. He's counting his patrons. He's fucking making them do all this free labor and then throwing it away as soon as like 9 days into his Discord there's any like drama whatsoever. It's like, I don't know, it's like really, you know, Liam is a big baby, and it's okay if he wants to be a big baby with Kai Joma in the privacy of their own bedroom. But for him to, you know, have this, you know, thin skin, have this ego that gets slighted so easily, and have that be a problem.
Thank you for the 2. August, what creators do you suggest that are not brain dead? I don't know, dude. I don't even watch commentary anymore. I don't know. I mean, I'm cool with Queeman, albeit I don't watch his streams, so I don't want to suggest him to you because if his streams are dog shit, then I don't. I think Chud's streams can be very entertaining sometimes when he's still around. He has not been around in quite some time. Yeah.
For all of his moderators and fans or whatever. And the part about the stuff with the minor, like, why is he? Oh, these are like emotes. That's strawberry. They're not even cute emotes. Bisexual icon, love it. Anyway, for him to like be sitting here, I don't know, saying, yeah, I don't know if we should ban this minor. Like, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? Like, you, Liam, you know, I'm not saying it's the end of the world, you know, accidentally or otherwise, you showed the school and age of this person in your subreddit, and you've shown that they're a minor, right? Your audience now knows, because you go over your subreddits, that this,
Okay, cool. So the interview's over. Now let's look at the Liam Donovan response stream. Four hours ago, 46 minutes. This one's gonna be I'm excited, folks. I'm excited. I heard Diorio had the Cabal take care of Chud. True. I've been hearing this too. He tipped off Vietnamese authorities about the person in Chud's bedroom. Alright, let's see. I haven't seen Liam's... Is he still doing the makeup shit? Is it like a regular part of his streams? Oh, look at all this cutesy little arm. Hello? Awooga?
Hello? How's everybody doing? I'm sorry, this is not a positive stream.
The raped?
This is not, for all of my pushes to be positive, this is not a positive stream. This is not a positive stream. I'm sorry. This is a horrifying, terrifying, horrible stream to announce that I have to talk about, okay? Horrible things that are going on. But I appreciate everybody hanging out or whatever. Super late stream, but I just wanted to like finish this and get this off my chest. Like immediately, because I do not want to like wait until all the way like till tomorrow to like talk about this. He's moving on to another channel. No, that's not at all. Okay, the channel's doing great. I've been taking nothing but horrible breaks, and finally, you know, I'm getting the channel back into a consistent routine. That's not true. The channel.
I relate, Liam. I relate.
Going to ascend to new heights within very close time, okay? Videos are getting better. I'm spending more time on them. YouTube shorts are coming. Putting them on Instagram. Nothing but good things, okay? I appreciate all the donations, okay? I'll read them all at the end.
Interesting look. Yeah, that's one fucking way to put it. I don't get the point of this. I don't legitimately believe that he thinks he looks good. He looks like... It's like the performative male thing. Like, if he's trans, like, that's one thing, but I don't think he is. And I don't think he thinks he looks good either. I think this is literally just to play into, like, his audience of, like, teenage girls being, like, making, like, the, oh, you look so pretty as a girl, like, type shit. I don't know. There seems to be, like, an obsession among 16-year-old girls about like feminizing their like male influencer idols, I guess. You see this amongst like the MCYT stands, and he's just like playing into it.
Okay, I actually probably should turn off notifications, to be honest. Let me, can I please turn this off? Okay, let me take a look at this. Let me get the donations out of the way so it's not just like spamming. Donation, boom, and okie dokie. Okay, there we go. Just for now, but I'll read them at the end. Okay, guys, I'm sorry. This is not a positive stream. This is a serious, very serious stream that I have to talk about something. And you know, I may seem in a jovial mood, but don't worry. Okay, it's about to get really dark. It's about to get really scary. And I'm also doing this for an archive that I'm going to post on the subreddit to explain a lot of things for the future. So let's get this started.
I thought the subreddit got deleted.
I wrote down like generally like the things I wanted to say because I wanted to make sure I talked about everything. So if it looks like I'm like reading something, it's because I am for the most part.
He wrote a script for it's like as simple as you've discovered listen, the truth of the matter is, if you're like a bigger creator, even if you have like a adult, I don't even know if he has like an adult policy, but even if you did have an adult policy, inevitably there will be somebody that comes into your community that's a minor, like without you knowing or something. That happens, right? It's like deal with it, address it, move on. The problem here is that when he learns about this, it wasn't like a reaction of, oh, just fucking ban him from everything and stuff. It was like you're more mad about the prospect of losing an active chatter than like having an 11-year-old hanging around your community and all the risks that come with that.
So yeah, this sucks to do, but I've been experiencing some
his hair, I'm telling you, he's like reading Mein Kampf behind like the scenes. He's like, his eyes are bluer, his hair is getting blonder, and he's becoming more of like a Nazi in his like moderation. He just had the Night of the Long Jannies. I'm telling you, like pretty soon all the albums on the wall are gonna be ripped down for like a giant like Sonnenrad in the background.
Super weird, bizarre behavior from, unfortunately, within my own blood, my community.
Don't make him sound cool.
Members.
It's consistent. All like the Nazis are like gay. It's very consistent.
So, just a warning for everyone to have a heads up. This stream is going to be literal moderator drama. This is literal Discord moderator drama tier of a stream. Just to let everybody know. It's
a bit more serious than that.
Very scary stuff what we're about to delve into. So, just to give you a picture.
Even though, yeah,
you know, I've gone back and forth
losers
on whether or not I even want to talk about this, because of not knowing if it would do like more harm than good instead of just ignoring it. But this is like so ridiculous and upsetting that I would hate if someone gets the wrong impression of me.
What was the first building they burnt down? The Reichstag?
Based on the lies of like horrible.
No, sorry, that was a communist that very conveniently was there at the perfect time.
Vindictive people and what they're saying about me. So, just as a outright thing to say, many people have been wondering like what's going on with the subreddit. It's because the subreddit is on a temporary, maybe like permanent lockdown. Because in case anyone's wondering, like if you're just trying to make a normal post to the subreddit, it's on a lockdown and is closed for the time being. And I'm also not going to be streaming for a while because of following.
Thank you. As a major Liam fan myself, I'm totally not a loser. I've devoted my life to modding for Liam. Okay? Loam is my world. Okay? I'm listening because I need to hear this. I need the community-wide announcements. You know what? I should make some community-wide announcements while I'm here. Come back. Come back, folks. I'm here. I'm here to stay. Okay? End your strike and boycott of my channel. Come back, engage with the community again. We have a Minecraft server. Join the Discord. Like up. Please, no more active drug use while you're in VC. Alcoholics, if you're gonna join VC, please do it at a time when you're not completely inebriated. General housekeeping stuff.
Reasons, but I'm
and no giving birth in ICVC.
Focusing on videos and shorts basically, but I could talk about that more later. That's less important. But a little over like a month ago, as some of you guys may know on stream, I started a Discord.
You gotta put. I'm so lazy and such a fucking perfectionist. Like I go to edit stuff and I always it's so dumb, Dad. I'm my own failure.
as an experiment because I wanted to see how the experiment
I need to
would go.
hire someone to just edit and manage my channel for me.
Of actually having like people, the community interact with each other in the chat, not just like a call-in Discord server, like how I do in the past.
Yes, no OD sleepy time VCs where you're nodding off on fentanyl, please.
Because I wanted to build a, chill, I've been talking about a chill, more positive space and community, which for the most part was actually like fine, and and most people were cool. But huge unexpected surprise right here. Making a Discord, as I'm sure no one has told me before this, making a Discord also brings out like the worst of a community and so much.
He's acting like your community is filled with a bunch of annoying, like insufferable, like teenage girls. You're acting shocked that the mods would also be insufferable when these are all like walking red flags that Liam like voluntarily decided to mod. He's acting like these are just like anomalies in a community. It's like, no, your community is lame. And you're just like, instead of like looking for like the non-lame exceptions to mod, you're also just picking lame people. And then like acting shocked when they like, this is their entire life and they revolt against you.
Stupid drama that is totally, as a warning for anyone who wants to make a Discord server, is so not worth it. But it brought to my attention a lot of weird people who were in my base that I obviously like didn't want anything to do with the community that I'm trying to build. Which included someone who is like just outright saying that they don't care about the channel or content at all and are only there to self-promote their music using my audience for streams. Like there'd be stuff like that while in the Discord, like just shitting on the channel. That would be kind of the stuff, and that's like the exact opposite of what I'm building the Discord for. So obviously, like how anyone else would if they have like their own channel.
I mean, I think it's fair if you don't want somebody in your community, like, yeah, like if somebody's admitting they're there for, like, I thought the person was there admitting they were just there for the community and not Liam, and it's like you shouldn't get sensitive about that, even though like, yeah, they are trying to like obviously get some sort of attention by even mentioning that fact. But like I think it's fair if somebody's only existing in your server for the sake of self-promotion, assuming that Liam is like recounting that accurately, which he might not be. It's fair to not want them there.
Someone like that is like the complete opposite of what you want in any community and shouldn't really be.
But once again, none of this matters. There's a much more like prominent criticism here to be made.
Questioned on, obviously they're going to be banned. Like that's like a tumor on like a community. It's not really that deep. It's just like the nature of building anything. It's like you don't want people like that in.
Was it just a server for music in general, or was it specifically a server for his community? Because like if you're in that server and you're just talking about like, yeah, I don't give a fuck about him or anything, I just want to like promote my music. It's like this person is obviously being some like attention seeking like weirdo. If you don't want them there, so be it. But like this person doesn't even deserve an on-stream mention because they're not the main part of the criticism being made against them.
Your space. But the reason I'm saying this is because it caused like a pretty relevant rift within the community, inside the niche community, because a lot of mods and like people I thought were like cool and normal.
Dude, I thought like Manic Marceline, BPD, Autism, ADHD, Pisces, etc. I thought like this was just like a stable, normal person. I thought Rat Fink with like a profile picture you'd expect from like some crazy person that's like skinned his mother and is wearing her skin. I thought that was like just like a cool, normal person, man.
We're friends with this guy and have ever since been super mad about this since it's happened.
You have a community of weirdos because you are a weirdo, and don't try to pretend like this is just like isolated people that all happen to conveniently be chosen by you to be mods. They were chosen because you're appealing to a community of losers because you yourself are one.
Causing for this group of people to go on an insane, like bizarre, vindictive campaign to say crazy things about me, Caitlyn, for some reason. Like my girlfriend who was like in...
Oh, she doesn't go by Kai anymore. It's Caitlyn now. It's Caitlyn.
One video, and I think in one Instagram post, like that everyone has like been like chill, normal, made fan art of before.
Also, I don't know why like he would... The thing is, your girlfriend was very publicly dating another YouTuber, and there was public drama in relation to an affair involving that YouTuber and you with her, right? I don't know why you would ever like publicly introduce her to everyone. Like, at least personally, like if I ever got with someone, nobody would ever know about that person, right? Like, I don't know why you wanted to, like, you were like adamant bringing her on stream, knowing that that's going to reignite old controversy. People know who she is.
Everyone liked her. People are saying now, this group of people are saying crazy things about her. They're lying.
I agree that I agree that like gang of mods that Parry was talking to, a lot of them are just finding anything they can to throw at him, right? I'm sure there are lies. I'm sure there is dishonesty. I'm sure there are grievances that they're over exaggerating to make harder hitting claims against Liam. And yeah, Parry's like a useless fucking interviewer for not pushing back on any of that. But simultaneously, Liam's kind of using this as an out. There is like actual substantial criticism against you right now. I mean, I guess maybe he's just briefly going over this, and then he's going to focus the rest of the stream on the actual criticism, but I doubt it.
Reaching out to other members of the community to try to lie about me and convert them to, like, be part of this group, and even making dozens of spam accounts to spam my YouTube and subreddit out of spite. Not joking. They have literally been making posts to the subreddit pretending to be a 12-year-old asking for yaoi fanfiction of me that they can read, just so they can screenshot their own post and then blame my community, when this was them all along posing as a child asking for porn of me. I'm not joking.
I mean, if the question would be if they went in there and did, yeah, they're probably freaks, but if they went in there and did that, like, I'm curious to see how your community responded, because if they didn't respond with immediate criticism and shunning this person, then that would demonstrate potentially a broader problem with your community.
Like, this has been, like, really weird and super creepy to witness from what I thought were, like, really...
Like, he's hyper-fixating on all the non-criticism or wrongs perpetrated against him or his community to avoid the fact that there is real criticism.
Chill fans one day to the next doing this. So let me just show this real quick, because obviously this is like banned now. But so I got these pulled up that obviously had to be banned, of course. So this was one of the fake accounts that they were like just spamming the subreddit and my YouTube comment section with, of Loam FF fanfiction ? Any Loam fanfictions? Please, I want to write one soon with my OC, but I don't know, has anybody written any so I can read? I'm new to Reddit too, so sorry if this is not allowed.
Yeah, I was about to say Ali Khan. Ali Khan?
This is not a real person. This is someone posing as a child to, like...
Wait, where are they posing as a child?
My community of it being like a creepy space. And then there was also like this weird op of a previous, you know, if you've been in the streams, you would think a normal person who's been a top contributor, Silly Strawberry.
Dude, this is so gay. Can you imagine? I just like imagine talking to the old Liam, my friend, and telling him that he would be on live to his new audience of 16-year-old girls, venting about Silly Strawberry while wearing like poorly done makeup on his face. It's just like it's hilarious, man. It's hilarious. All of these people make fun of me and then they end up like this. Liam used to get his jabs in. Bobby used to get his jabs in. I outlive all of them, so the people of nothing, and it's just like, what are you gonna do, Aiden? Dox someone's wife? Making me sound like awesome, like a Giga Chad, like, yeah, it minorly inconvenienced me, I'm coming for your wife, base. Like, it's like you're sitting here in fucking makeup, complaining about Silly Strawberry, bro.
Like, doing this weird op of being in on this, and then commenting down, Liam, if you see this, we need mods, it's not even funny anymore. When they were all behind this. Like, this group of people was behind this in the first place. And they're like...
Well, no, because there are actual examples that would demonstrate, like, a need for mods. Even though there were fake examples of people trying to prove that point by creating the issue themselves, there were actual issues that would substantiate said point. So I don't know why this would even be like worth like harping on when you know that there are real examples.
Trying to use fake accounts to get power to then fuck over my subreddits. Like, huh? Like, what is...
He got that from me.
It's been so bizarre. This is another post that was made to then just like...
He's hot posting. Remember when I used to go, huh? In the middle of stream? God, I missed that, Aiden. So young, so happy, so full of life.
Blame on my community to call it creepy. My first loam edit. Hi. It's like...
Acting like this is not like the type of shit that people actually post in a server.
It's like...
Thank you for the 5, Spencer. Oh, and thank you for typing the most raped comment ever. Still catching up. It's extremely amusing, but the seething at Parry is gratuitous and unbecoming. It is very entertaining, but you are mad tilted. Yeah, this is like a super raped comment. You guys like bitch when Diorio takes a shit. Like, obviously I'm gonna talk about like the ridiculously fat like liar that's sweeping for some fucking dude called Rat Fank with like some like raped transgender anime PFP. Like, no shit. You would do the same thing if Diorio was doing it. Don't criticize the people that I like. It's such like a fucking homosexual thing to come in my chat and type. It's unbecoming when you're mean to my comfort streamers. It's like you people are becoming what you hate. It's like when we don't tolerate it. When people like Diorio and Tommy C get like bitch when like one of their own is getting criticized. It's the same here.
Like, okay, man, like this isn't the own and point you think it is. This just makes you look like a freak. Like, you look like a crazy freak for making a like alt account, burner account to do this. So weird. And this was another one of the people, Brainworms, who was like a normal person in the community as well, posting down.
Okay, Tony D's Tiger is also like obsessed and unhinged, but he's very funny. I gotta be honest, he's very funny.
Lerix loves his 12-year-old fans very much, referring to me.
Yeah, like if you were getting mad at the notion of me like being like mean or like snarking some guy that is like devoted and who you watch who's like devoted his career to doing the same to other people, you're completely sides-cocked. You cannot tolerate like shots being taken at your own, and that's a problem, and you should probably figure that out amongst yourself.
And in the comment section of someone reposting a screenshot of this, which conveniently was taken 4 minutes ago. So you mean to tell me that like these people
Also, like, he did several streams and segments about me, which is fine. To be clear, that's totally fine. But there is a very clear and obvious criticism against Parry in the course of that interview. Like, it's blatantly pathetic, and I'm gonna call it out as I did, right? There were so many criticisms to be made against the people he was interviewing, and he was being a totally useless interviewer and not giving any pushback or asking any hard questions. If you have issue with me pointing that out and like harping on him for it, like, yeah, you're super sensitive when it comes to your own side.
Shotted this post. They found this post so quickly within 4 minutes. Man, that luck is incredible. And it wasn't you. You just happened to find this post that quickly. So what they did is they made this post, they screenshotted it, and then they posted to Twitter to try to blame me. And then the same person, which I'm like pretty sure that they were literally the specific person doing it, if not they were just part of it, just being like, this guy loves his 12-year-old fans. It's
true.
Super bizarre. And then there's clips of them admitting to this as well, which let me just show real quick, just to like fully prove this. So let me pull these up real quick, admitting it to being them. Okay, right here. Oh yeah, because these people have also been, like, these scorned group of people have been going on streams to continue to lie about me. Over like what? Over like really what? This is so silly. So take a look at this.
AC, you know what? You're right. It is lolcow behavior. I won't talk about Parry's weight. I didn't realize that got to him and his audience. And I'm sorry. Like, we shouldn't bring it there. How could I go there with somebody as kind as Parry? But too far.
Because doesn't, like, Liam always, like, I guess he's...
Or the fact that he purposely has like a hyper zoomed camera angle, because from here down under, he's like a fucking balloon.
Stopped now, but didn't he used to, like, do a daily, like, subreddit review? And...
Yeah, one of them was like a gotcha life edit that was posted, and then
And my-
another one was
Yes. There was a bet he was gonna make a bunch of money if he lost weight, and he actually gained weight because he's like very guilty of the sin of gluttony. He can't stop stuffing his fat fucking face.
like asking about Liam
This guy's really fat and overweight and diabetic, therefore he won, because I lied to it. The cope, the seeth is unreal. You're in denial.
Donovan fan fictions, and then there's one that was posted.
So that's Wolfsbane, which was a previous, very consistent chatter, even donated to the stream, which is even so much weirder. Just saying that, just admitting to this, like, yeah, I am posing as a child. Yeah, I am making alt sock accounts to pose as a child and to like say inappropriate. Hi, I'm a child, by the way. Does anyone have Liam porn?
Yeah, all of the mods that were in this interview suck. Like, yeah, no shit. They all suck. They're all really annoying. This guy's super unhinged. I don't know about the Quinn person. I don't know about the Strawberry person either. They were actually kind of fine. But like, yeah. And the interview was useless because once again, I don't know why. Perry has some personal connection or something that's like completely stopping him from making any criticism against these individuals.
Does anyone have Liam?
But like once again, Liam is like completely coping because we can all admit that these people are like, if you're gonna be honest and not like a sides cuck bitch, all of these people are losers. Totally fine. Totally fair assessment. That doesn't change the fact that, like, you're also, like, an embarrassing fuck that has an 11-year-old frolicking around his pedo-coded community, while you are like, but he's, like, a really active contributor. Like, bro's in the 6th grade. He hasn't even taken pre-algebra yet. What the fuck are we doing?
Fanfiction porn? Hello? Like, that's like, okay, oh, the epic meme, man. That's a really big, that's a really big own on me. That's a really big own. I am baffled at this. So, this was another clip of them, saying this. So let me, pull this up. Let me see.
You were saying, Strawberry? You were saying, sorry.
Yeah, a few community members, we made alt accounts with the name Mohammed in them, and we were gonna.
So that's saying they made alt accounts under the name of Mohammed. By the way, I don't have screenshots of this because all the accounts are banned on YouTube. But my comment section was flooded with nothing of these
The reason that the people that come out and turn on this guy and complain about him are deranged is because his community is deranged and not a place for an 11-year-old or probably any mentally healthy individual. Right, I could keep repeating that. We literally, this has happened before where, like, somebody's come on to give criticism against Liam on my stream, and, like, he had Liam's, like, entire, like, schedule and shit memorized, he had memorized my class schedule and shit, and he was, like, talking about, like, super, like, specific details that he shouldn't know or remember about Liam and getting, like, personally mad about it.
sock accounts saying similarly inappropriate, weird, and also just like personal insults, which are super weird as well, coming from like people who were chill in the community, who are just like nonstop, dozens and dozens of spamming messages in my YouTube comment section.
We made alt accounts with the name Mohammed in them, and we were gonna fuck with him on stream, but we made the mistake of commenting on some videos, and apparently his brain was big enough to figure out that it was a bit, so he hits out and he hit a bunch of them.
So yeah, that's them admitting to spamming with.
I really love the insightful commentary, by the way. Okay. Probably think about when he's gonna get his next like fucking Mars bars. He's just like completely like these people are unhinged. Why are you not saying anything?
There are alt accounts on my on my YouTube and subreddit, so that's that real quick. But let me continue.
So when does he talk about the 11-year-old?
Okay. So yeah, So ever since I've, as I talked about at the beginning, I've shut down the subreddit and I've just like put it on a temporary hold. So I'm sorry for anyone. I have seen like
I'm sorry for anyone who is personally aggrieved by the termination of my subreddit.
the fan art people have posted, the normal fan arts of actual like fans who have made normal posts in the subreddit. And I'm sorry that you're getting caught in the crossfire, but I just want to let you know I have seen these posts and I do appreciate them. It's just I'm not letting any posts go through on the subreddit right now, and I'm putting it on a hold just because of all of this. But I just want to let you know I do appreciate that, and I have seen it. Specifically, like Penguin Zero was someone who made it. I just want to say thank you. But I've shut down.
Wait, Penguin Zero did what?
Just because of all of this. But I just want to let you know I do appreciate that, and I have subreddit, and I'm sorry that you're getting caught in the crossfire. But I just want to let you know I have seen these posts, and I do appreciate them. It's just I'm not letting any posts go through on the subreddit right now, and I'm putting it on a hold.
Oh, Penguin Zero, not
just because of all of this.
Yo, thank you so much for the 2 August moments. What's your favorite things about Liam? Spread love. You know what? My favorite thing about him is his honesty, okay? He's just unashamedly himself, giving me tons of content. Also, he completely saved me from the raped losers, the same types that don't want me criticizing Perry, who were coming at me, accusing me of lying that Liam had told me that about the Kai Age play shit. He admitted that he had told me about that, and and at his own detriment, because he also said when he told me that it was a lie, although he could have been sweeping for his girlfriend. I don't know. But like if he didn't do that, then like the complete like snark brain like raped losers would like literally still accuse me of lying. So yeah, thanks for confirming that. Appreciate it.
But I just want to let you.
Thank you for the 2, Belinda, AIDS Gang, Age of All. Thank you so much. Much appreciated.
You know, I do appreciate that, and I have seen it. Specifically, like Penguin Zero was someone who made it. I just want to say thank you. But I've shut down the subreddit and Discord because I don't want to deal with this. I shouldn't be expected to deal with this. There's no reason to deal with this. This is like miserable. And in addition to not wanting to stream anymore too, because I just want to focus on videos and YouTube shorts, which is just like better for those reasons because I also have more time for it. But again, I'll talk about that more later. But it's gotten to the point where these same mods and supporters in the past are now saying the most disgusting, personal, weird insults and even slurs about this, about me over.
What? I can't. I need a breather. I need a breather saying slurs. I'm sorry, I'm back. I just had an anxiety attack. Anyways. I'm so sorry that you had to deal with that, Queen. I'm so sorry, Queen Larissa. Yo, we hit temp goal. Thank you so much. Via Key with the 5. Big fan of your work, by the way. Whoa, Lerix looks super cute. When are you putting makeup on? Luckily for me, I don't need to appease an audience of like 16-year-old girls who want to feminize every male that they watch. So I don't intend on doing that. That puts us, ladies and gentlemen, 33 away from Streamly Goal. If we hit it, I will say yippee. If you're new here, by the way, and you like what you see, sub, much appreciated, goes a long way. And I will be back with more non-sides cocked, non-sweeping, willing to attack all sides and angles streams. Hold on. I dropped my headphones fucking, I don't know where they are. Hold on. Dude, is it too late for mimosa? Anyways, sorry.
Like, over this?
5 from Spencer. Parry is ASPD. I've said as much to him and about him. You're projecting on me so hard. You can be totally correct and still embarrass yourself. Okay, so you don't want me making fun of Perry. I'm explaining to you why that's like a sides cuck take. There is objectively criticism against him. He's like very evidently like super fat and embarrassing. And I'm talking about how he's really fat and embarrassing. And that somehow makes me look embarrassing. And the reason that makes me look embarrassing, your response to that is that you believe he's a psychopath. Okay, that's good for you. He could be a psychopath and like super like unflatteringly fat, like so fat like it's actually kind of selfish because he doesn't consider that people have to look at him, and also be like a super unfunny and like a completely useless incompetent interviewer, subhuman freak, right? And I'm gonna talk about that whether you like it or not, and I just think that like you've completely lost the plot if you want me to hold back on streamers just because you watch them. I think that is literally, as much as you're going to hate that I say it, you're behaving like the Dioria types, the people that you guys shit on for doing the same thing.
Over this fucking, like, Discord?
Like, you can, unironically, when he loses some damn fucking weight, you can tell me to stop. Because then I think, okay, he's lost the weight. What is there to make fun of anymore? Good on him. Okay, then I'll stop. Then I'll agree with you, and I will stop. All right, when he hits the fucking treadmill. All right.
Drama. So let me go over this real quick. Let me pull up these clips. Let's take a look. Okay, so there's this right here. This was in this same stream.
It was just some makeup jokes, and his makeup is objectively bad.
Yeah,
All
well,
women and
yeah.
all the
Yeah. He's drooling. He says while he's drooling, thinking of the prospect. For some reason, Perry has like this thing for like these types that just have like deep voices, but like use these like in psycho feminine profile pictures. I don't know what it is. All right, the Green Gary following list was very suspicious. But it's just like very weird to me how there is like no criticism against this rat guy throughout the duration of this call.
It's in this community.
Don't
We
say
know
stuff
we
like
have
that.
plenty here.
Okay, whatever.
Oh no, that, you know what? Hats off, my applause to you, sir. That's actually the most substantial criticism I've heard throughout the duration of this call. Don't say, you know, whatever. He's so raped. He's like, this is completely pathetic. How are you gonna pretend like this isn't? He's getting dog walked by some fucking loser, like deranged, like scorned ex-moderator with some psycho profile picture. He's like, this person has him wrapped around their finger.
So, I mean, I kind of feel bad for these people too, because they're very confused. Like, these are what I thought would be cool people. Like, I'm pretty sure Quinn, who was like what I thought was a cool person, they're like transgender. They're like openly like transgender and like cool, and that's awesome. And yet, like, you're this confused that you're in the same spaces where people are just openly saying like the F slur like this, and in like an aggressive and vitriolic way.
Believe it or not, listen, I can say this, okay? As a member of the... I'm not trans or anything, right? But Liam likes like, aren't you like technically bisexual or something? So you know what? As a bi king, I'm gonna say to you, we don't give a fuck. Who cares? Who cares? Like, it sounds funny. Word is funny. I don't care. Like, if you're not like using it specifically to like demean like homosexual people, like, and are just saying it like as like another of the million terminally online people that fucking throw it around, who gives a shit? Stop telling people like what they should care about or in regards to their marginalized like identity. It's like like I don't know, dude.
It's so confusing.
It was just some makeup jokes, and his makeup is objectively bad.
Yeah, the switch up on the makeup too, it's so good. Okay. The switch up on the makeup as soon as like there's mad over like the littlest reason, it's so cool, man.
All
Well, that's-
women and all the faggots in this community.
Don't
We
say
know we
so,
have
Ian.
plenty.
So yeah, just to get the point, but that's only just one clip. Let me go over the next one. So okay. Let me take a look at this.
Also, like the rat guy who's saying it is obviously some shade of like gay or transgender. Why are we gonna pretend like LGBT people don't fucking use that word like themselves all the time? Because they do, especially the online ones, and they're probably not doing it with any homophobic intent, right?
And pull this up. Okay. Sorry. Okay, I got it pulled up. So these were the other things. This was made on the same like subreddit, by the way, because they've made like a separate subreddit to collude and just be just hateful, weird people on this subreddit with all these people. And apparently this like same guy that we just watched in the clip, like he got banned from Reddit because he's just going crazy and just saying the F slur.
Insane, absolutely losing his mind, slinging the F slur on the internet. What the fuck is going on here, man? Some like obviously like gay, like trans, like I don't even know what. That's probably why Perry's like so into this dude or whatever. Is saying a slur that's probably used against his people. Who gives a fuck? Who cares? You obviously don't care. I don't know why you're pretending like you are. This is like virtue signaling to your fucking audience.
Like left, right, and center over all of this. That was one of them. This is also one of these posts. Now that a lot of old community members are on this sub, I have to ask a serious question. Does Liam look terminally ill or physically sick? I'm asking since I've asked other people about this, but in these two photos, why does it look like Liam is suffering from a terminal illness? I know he was sick around Christmas, but even then, I've seen people I've known IRL who've lost tons of weight to a point where it's because of something related to a terminal illness. Maybe I'm crazy, but I want to hear what others have to say. Then let me zoom out at this top upvoted comment. I don't think he looks ill. I think he's trying to force femininity with his voice, style, and mannerisms that comes off extreme.
Also, it is literally 2026. Like he thinks he's the first performative male. Like the whole, you're trans and you're surrounding yourselves in communities that victimize you, where other trans people say the F slur, or like the most surface level appeal to like, to the most surface level analysis of like, why Trump is obviously bad and shit, or he thinks putting on makeup, everyone's supposed to clap. Like, wow, so brave, really challenging gender norms. Like many fucking performative males have come before you. It's just try hardy. There's nothing impressive. We're not clapping.
Extremely awkward. Although Liam is 100% dumb enough to make these decisions by himself, I imagine Kai, my girlfriend, Caitlin, it's
Caitlin now.
Him at gunpoint off screen. There's I want to talk about it again too. Like there's been like this insane weird like attacking of Caitlyn, which
because at the same time you're making all these changes and behaving in this manner, you're very like rapidly bringing your girlfriend into your content. She's on your streams. She's in the fan art at the beginning. She's somebody that is already notable for her links to past YouTubers and drama, where rumors about her being involved in like age play shit, etc. have already been like spread around. I don't know like what, obviously people, if are gonna go with like the Yoko Ono angle here, that's why you probably shouldn't have brought her into your content.
Has been like so deranged from these same people who were like making fan art supportive and everything. So just literally, this is actually just a subreddit of the most hateful losers saying this. This was another post. Hello? This is just insane. I have a theory. Putting my face next to literally child porn, like literally Boku no Pico.
But why do you know the name of this?
Like,
Okay, okay, if this is like legitimate, first of all, this is not CP, okay? It's probably lolly, which is obviously disgusting and pedophilic, but like CP would be something like super fucking illegal that would imply something completely different about this user. But secondly, it is not a flex that you automatically recognize what you're alleging to be CP, the name of the material. Like, how do you know what that is?
Okay. And
why do you know it by name?
Also, just more things. I think the channel's going to be nuked sooner or later. Question why is Ali Khan and Tanasana no longer mods? I went on a commentary stream
Ali
and made fun
Khan
of his makeup and
Ali Khan mention?
Called it ugly. So you got banned for telling the truth. Cool. Like, this is just like the space. This is the space that like these people are just now doing. Like, just the most hateful losers. And even Silly Strawberry, who again I thought was cool.
Dude, remember the fan art we used to get? Liam like acts like you're like blood brothers if someone's drawing art of you. You know, people used to do art of these. Some great stuff, man. Great stuff. Whoever drew this, it's like we're basically siblings at this point. To the scholar that drew this. I think there were better ones. Hold on, I'm scrolling up in the cursed hellhole. That is the art channel. There was a time where people would do fan art and it was literally them tracing over Nazi propaganda drawings, putting my face over it. Oh, this one was a classic. Truly, I don't know why this isn't in the Louvre as we speak. Another great one, man. Another great one. Hold on, there's one in particular I'm looking for because it's actually fucking insane. Oh no, dude, this is so gay, dude. What is this? Do you remember? This is so gay. Whoever drew this needs to die. Just to be clear. The shroom pick? I'm looking for it. There were some gems back here. Oh, people were mad about my moderation decision. I love 1984. Oh, this is the first submission in the art channel. That's how far back we scrolled. And then when I became noted ACC lolcow, dude, Augie sent this to me. This is the most like cursed. Dude, what the fuck is? Dude, why am I the penguin? Why am I the penguin? I'm considering calling the ADL over this one, bro. This is so gay. All right. Anyways, back to the serious subject.
Has made even fan art for the longest time. They say in response to someone just being like, someone saying, I'm calling this. I call his makeup.
Oh, this was another great one.
Freaky, deranged.
That I got sent.
And they're just saying, and they say, this guy thinks anything other than a glaze is an attack. If you've watched my streams before, it's pretty tongue-in-cheek. Like,
just own it. No, just own it. I proudly admit I'm a narcissist. I do want people glazing me. Issue, problem, concern, contention. But you're like a thin-skinned pussy and can't just admit that.
It's really like, if you view this as like a crazy sensitive space, it's really just not that. But obviously, if there's some...
I do want to be the center of attention. I do want a cult. I do want people to go after my enemies at will. I do want everyone to like just constantly glaze me and never have a bad word to say about me. What's the issue? What's the problem? If you don't want that, you're not power maxing.
Somebody like who's just saying like this guy's makeup makes him look like a freak. That his makeup looks like crazy and ugly.
True. Then why are they saying my makeup looks ugly? Probably because it fucking does. Like, what are you going for with the makeup?
which is what Tanasana, which is what, unfortunately, when I put on makeup, like a lot of people had been doing, which had to get banned. So just like, it's very simple.
It's like funny that like people are comparing you to like wanting to be like a little girl, because unironically the makeup does kind of look like some like little girl got into her mom's makeup or some shit and is like trying it out, except it's like a almost mid-20s man.
Be doing that. Like, obviously they don't have a space in this channel. It's like that simple. It's not a banning anything that isn't a glaze. But let me keep going over it. This was another clip. Let me pull up. So this was it as well.
Any correlation between Liam acting more sensitive and the introduction of Kai, also known as Kai Joma, also known as Caitlyn?
If he's gonna seriously respond to this, like, it's obviously they're going for the like the lazy Yoko Ono angle. It's like you can, I don't know why you're gonna grant that like serious like. You're obviously just getting sensitive over your girlfriend. I find it like people, the easiest line of attack against people is to go after the women they're with. It's the weakest link. It makes getting to them a lot easier. And you're just letting people know that. And any potential maniac psychos out there that might be looking for the girls people are with to go after and potentially disseminate the dog sub, you're just letting them know this really gets to you.
To his
That wasn't like an encouragement to actually, that was a joke about myself previously doing that to someone else. That wasn't a joke encouraging people to actually go do that to Caitlyn. She seems nice. Okay, she seems nice. That was a joke, just to be clear.
Hey,
live stream stuff.
Or was
we
it?
got some theories that there may be.
The working theory is Kai has a force spam kink, and you know.
Okay. Well, that's a well-known theory.
It's as deranged as it gets for no reason.
Okay, this
like
is true.
people who
This is
were chill
deranged.
in the community, literally talking, like people who've made fan arts of me and Caitlyn, just saying like, yeah, by the way, Caitlyn's actually at all fault. I can't make any of my own decisions. I'm not making any of my own decisions.
I agree on, like, yeah, once again, for the 800th time, because I love repeating myself, like, people love to go for this lazy fucking, like, it's always the woman's fault, for why the guy's, like, suddenly changing. Like, no, if the woman, like, exhibits comparable traits, and even if she's encouraging it, he's probably with her because he has those traits himself. This is totally on him. And I don't think, like, I think, sure, she encourages it and gives him positive feedback and reciprocation as a result of it, but I don't think she's, like, responsible. Did you ever see, wait, did I see that? By the way, artists, we love the art. Keep posting it. This is great. It's Draftal with, that is not what Ringworm looks like, buddy. That was not what, you know, you guys made fun of a sick man. Okay, I stayed in the dirtiest hotel room ever and got ringworm once, and these people were laughing at my misfortune and my terminal illness as I was consumed by fungi.
Caitlyn is at fault.
Oh, sorry, I missed a super chat. Best friendo with the 5. For the next goal, thanks for the stream entertainment, GG. Yeah, thank you so much for being here. Thank you to everybody that showed up and came back. We've been on a downtrend recently. It's great to see viewership numbers get back to where they were. It's great to see new subs. It's great to see people I haven't seen here in a while. I'm genuinely very appreciative of that. Spencer with the 5, Aiden, I sincerely enjoy you snarking parry, regardless of how much your tone/mannerisms bellies the seething, impotent rage beneath the surface. Oh, I'm not in denial of that. I am mad. I'm mad at a lot of people. I am a hateful freak that is angry, that is seething under the surface. Yes, I admit it, and I admit it proudly. Problem? Issue? I am mad. Yes, I am mad. I am mad at guy on internet. Issue? Concern? Problem?
Forcibly feminizing me because of her fetish. It's like so weird to attack someone who's not online in this space, who is like not even part of any of this. And just for some reason,
hateful freaks are the most persecuted like minority there is.
The brunt of like all of these crazy things, which is one thing coming from like expected people, but from people who were like chill in the community.
Like these people were like, we were friends. We were talking to the DMs. They were making like gender bent like artwork of me and shit. Like, what's going on?
It's just like these are just terrible people. Like these people are
the lowest of the low.
But what do you say about that? I mean, they're just so deranged. Even speculate about that too. It's just like a weird level of parasocial that I don't know if just
there are parasocial haters of Liam, okay? That's not, people do this to any guy that is like perceived as like going through some cringe change and is like recently announced he's linked with some woman. You're not the first. They do it to iDubbbz. They do it to like it is a very, they did it to fucking John Lennon. Like
streaming community is attracts, but I want nothing to do with, okay? Like speculating on my girlfriend forcefully feminizing me. So
okay. Why are you addressing this? You're just letting people know that it gets to you.
After this, like I'm good. I'm trying to like build a community through streaming. And just gonna focus on videos and shorts, as I said, because this is just like I don't know.
Like the more parasocial of an audience you cultivate, obviously it's gonna be a given that your hater base is also probably gonna be parasocial, especially when it highly consists of your ex-fans.
Just too stupid right now, and I could spend more time putting effort into videos and shorts and having a more of an outreach that way. And also, these people have told so many lies. Nearly most of them are just stupid, personal, or too small to respond to. But a bigger one that they're saying is that I apparently doxed
the whole people got on me for this. Like, you don't need to respond to everything. I do. Literally, make a document before you stream, listing and creating a link to every single small, tiny, not inconsequential lie and refute it. You should not be allowed to lie online. You shouldn't be allowed to lie on the internet. So, you know what? The whole, it's too small to address, total cop-out, okay? What I would have done, I would have taken 90 milligrams of Adderall the night before and written, like, the greatest paper, like, known to man, responding to, like, Glupshido 9000's a completely incorrect statement due to his inability to do research, and then, like, proceed to explain, like, why the takeaway from that would be, like, he's a bad person that should self-terminate.
A child. And that's what they keep, like, a couple people are spamming in the chat as well, saying that I doxed a child. So let's please talk about
doxed a child. It's like, that's obviously not true. You had a child in your community, and we're not, like, the immediate response wasn't to ban them.
This, okay, please. It's
doxing involves the malicious and intentional establishing of a link between personally identifiable information and an anonymous online persona. With reasonable indication that this would be unwanted and against the wishes of the party you were doing it to. This would accidentally showing something that someone mistakenly included in their post is obviously not doxing. The problem is that it's a child and they're in your community.
So bizarre. Let me take a look. So, pull this up.
There was a lot of stuff that went down.
Real quick. Okie dokie. Okay, so.
There was a lot of stuff that went down. He doxed a child. That's going to be fun. We can talk about that.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to talk about that?
Like, did Perry give any pushback on the doxing a child claim? This is obviously not doxing. I don't understand, like, why this was never, there was no pushback in this interview.
Can you just...
So... Just outright statements. Like just going on the stream and just saying that Liam doxed a child. So this person knows that they're lying. Like they know that they're lying.
And obviously someone like him is gonna capitalize on because there is genuine criticism This is why you should be even more mad at like the retarded losers that decide to come in here to get an original take. They come in with bad criticism, and then also the people that sweep for that, because they make it harder for us to like actually get a response in the legitimate criticism, because whoever it's like pointed towards will just do this disingenuous tactic of focusing on the shit from the masses that obviously isn't true, instead of like the meaningful, substantial parts of the criticism that are correct.
Ever watch my streams, you know a consistent segment is going over the community's posts on the subreddit to build engagement. It's just like a segment I do a lot. And unfortunately, one stream, someone made a post that happened to have sensitive information of themselves in the way background that they didn't even.
Okay. He showed it to. Okay, so under your logic, you think you actually agree with the argument that Queeman doxed Willie Mac, which is obviously a ridiculous argument and obviously didn't happen. We never use this term for people who mistakenly pull shit up. You can't now just like alter your definitions whenever it's like against the person you conveniently dislike in that moment, when it wasn't like applicable at the time when you did like someone. This is obviously not a dox.
Notice that they accidentally posted without knowing, and I'm just doing my normal stream for the day, and I went over it on stream and didn't notice.
The problem here is that there was an 11-year-old in the community, and that his immediate response was not to ban this person everywhere, and he was more concerned at the prospect of losing an active chatter. The problem here is that a dumb 11-year-old, because 11-year-olds are dumb, right, was able to even be in that position to begin with, where he could just like post his personal information. There should be moderation that you're involved in that shouldn't have allowed the opportunity for you to accidentally pull something like that up. That would be the criticism, not that he actually doxed a 12-year-old, which is retarded and is an argument only made by retards that should not be allowed into any serious conversation, because they'll just fucking ruin it for the rest of us who actually want to make legitimate criticism. The people who are like actually not drooling out of their fucking mouth.
The sensitive information, just how the
follows from best friend. Parry is uncomfortably brown. That is an easy and good snark. Whoa, disavow. Disavow. Thank you for the 5 though.
The original poster didn't notice as well. But then some mods told me to check DMs on stream, and they were first spamming like a bunch, and it was just too overwhelming. So I was just like,
are Maltese people white? Have we considered this?
Okay, can you guys chill? Is this like serious, or is this not serious? Because also with the Discord, they've been, it causes like a lot of just like random occurrences to just like spam and say like, hey, you gotta check DMs right now. And that's just kind of stressful when you're streaming and you're live, to just stop everything and like in the middle of talking and doing your thing to then, just stop and then check DMs. And I didn't know the severity of it, but as soon as they communicated to me and they told me that, that there was sensitive information on the post, I took down the post on stream.
Well, no. Also, this person is 11. The problem is not just with the post. The overarching problem here is that you have an 11-year-old. The reason this happened is because there's an 11-year-old in your community. 11-year-olds don't understand shit like docs, or like can fully comprehend the dangers of the internet, or people that might be wanting to target them, right? 11-year-olds don't take precautions or shit like this because they are 11. They are dumb. They are little kids. So like getting rid of the post itself is just like a band-aid without solving the underlying problem, which should have been immediately ban this person from the community. And hey, you know what you could do even? I was thinking about this. He doesn't even need to say it on stream. If the concern is making this like 11-year-old feel bad or whatever, when they're banned, you could have like a moderator, like send them a message notifying them they were banned for being underage, that it's nothing personal, and then like that could literally be it.
That's it. That's the malicious doxing of a child.
They're swarthoids. Bro's talking like fucking Benjamin Franklin.
That I did. That I doxed the child because.
So he's focusing on once again, the fucking moron that decided to levy this point. You've given him an opportunity to now focus on like the weak part of the criticism. He didn't dox anybody. The problem is that he allowed for a situation where an 11-year-old can do a dumb 11-year-old thing, like not giving a fuck about like PII or whatever, or understanding the dangers of the internet, and they were able to leak that to his public community, who now knows that they're 11, and if there were any predators around, would have a clear target in mind now. Like, the immediate response should be, why was this person not immediately removed from the Reddit, and why, like, remove them now from literally everything?
Of this standard of an unfortunate situation happening where someone accidentally posted
True. I'm an expert doxer
of themselves that they didn't know was there, and I'm just going over my subreddit as usual. That's the malicious doxing. And even though I took it down live on stream, it's just so bizarre.
Yeah, like, whoever like made this about malicious doxing, in my opinion, you're worse than a pedophile. You're worse than a pedophile, because, like, we have him on something. Why do you need to? I need to have the original opinion, so I need to add some useless, weak, fucking, unthought out garbage so that I can be unique. Like, honestly, go fuck yourself, you stupid piece of shit.
To say this, to be honest. But these people, like, already know this too, because I literally had a normal, like, chill conversation with them trying to explain this to them. Yet for some reason they're still saying this. So that's how I know they're just knowingly still lying out of this vindictiveness. And it's even more gross.
We have him on the fact that upon being informed that there was an 11-year-old frolicking in his community that has now posted PII that lets the world know that they're 11, as well as who they are, right? His actual, like, immediate concern was, like, banning them from, like, certain areas and potentially losing an active chatter. That's the actual criticism. That's the part that's, like, a little crazy, right?
How they're weaponizing this kid's docs and actually giving it more attention than to it, just for their own personal agenda of attacking me. They're giving more attention to this docs and the information of this being a thing that happened just for the sake of attacking me. So he's getting, like, collateral damage as well. And there was this
okay.
DM conversation.
Okay, but if that's true, by even talking about this on stream, you're also contributing to that.
That they also showed.
Liam is saying that he wasn't sure about banning the miner from.
Why do you preface everything with, we have him on? I don't preface everything with that. I just have to unfortunately say that a lot to let fucking morons know that there is a good point, and we can stick to that good point instead of every little shitter that wants a chance to fucking get some attention from other human beings because they lack it in their real life, trying to interject with their, like, useless fucking wannabe unique opinion. Okay, so that's why I say we have him on. It makes complete sense in this context.
To say that I didn't want to ban the person. So let me pull this up.
His Reddit?
Yeah.
Liam is saying...
Sorry, I'll put a trigger warning next time I say that phrase. Apparently it's triggering to you or something.
Wasn't sure about banning the miner from his Reddit?
Yeah, he really did not want to ban that miner. He was...
Yeah, so the good part of the criticism, the part that I actually want to see him address. Thank you.
That is a crazy thing to say. It's so fucked up. Liam did not want to ban that miner. Okay, let's look at the DMs. Let's see. So these are the DMs right here that they are showing to say this. So after this incident of this person showing this information, it also...
Sure, the only reason I need nicotine is so I could fucking get through having to interact with people like you, buddy. But no worries, I'll have that next time.
Found out that they were, like...
But hold on, give me one sec. You actually reminded me I dropped my vape. Thanks for that reminder, bro. Dude, can you imagine? I'm gonna be 21. I don't have to buy these, like, bootleg-ass fucking... Chinese lead-infested vapes.
How old were they? Like, I think they were like 14 or like 13. I don't remember exactly.
Weren't they 11? Okay, some said 11, some said 12. How have we gotten to 13 and 14?
But they were a minor. And
dude, why is this person 11? Somebody said that their info revealed they were in the 6th grade based on what they posted. If they are in the 6th grade, they are not 13 or 14. I'm pretty sure 14, you're at like the lower range of high school freshmen, right? Because freshman is 14 to 15. If they're in the 6th grade, that means they've got, dude, they were in elementary school like less than a fucking year ago.
Obviously, minors aren't allowed in the Discord, so that's immediately banned as well. And so they said this. So in the mod chat, the people said this. He's also banned on the YouTube and Twitch. We think it's for the best. And I say, whoa, wait. Wait.
Dude, I used to do this thing where it's like, if you were like a senior and a freshman, like that's creepy and weird as shit, but it shouldn't be something we ruin your life over. But the farther I get away from high school, like when I think about like the two like senior freshmen like situations that I knew about, it's like in hindsight, like yeah, there was no excuse for that shit. Like you're creepy as fuck. Holy shit. Because there was some kid that was like a fucking super senior with a freshman. It's like, bro, you need to like be like in prison or something. What the fuck?
What? I mean, they shouldn't be allowed in the Discord, but you banned him from the channel? What the? Because my mindset isn't that I don't want, like, I need to keep this person on the channel. It's that I don't want him to think that like he randomly just got banned and fucked over for doing something wrong when this is a person who's just like a normal fan. So it's
he's
like,
not a normal. If he's 11, he's not just a normal fan. You sound like a nut job saying this. This is not just like a normal fan. He should know that obviously you don't need to be the one to give him this lecture, but no, it's good for him to know that there is something wrong with him being in these communities because of the risks to himself. You don't need to explain that to him. That's a job for his parents. But his presence, there is something wrong with that, right? And I get maybe not wanting him to feel like really sad or upset or whatever, but his safety is obviously going to be priority over like hurt feelings. And like if that was really the concern, you could ban him and have like an automated message. I don't know how Reddit works, like have the server give him an automated message, or like have a mod send him a single message like you were banned for like being underage. It's nothing personal. It's just there's like immense it is dangerous for you to be in a space interacting with strangers on the internet, and when you're in 7 years from now, you can come back or something. I don't know. Then he like it wouldn't be personal.
This is so reasonable that I don't want a normal fan thinking that they just got ousted for no reason when they've been nothing but supportive.
It doesn't. Why are we talking? It doesn't matter if the fan was supportive or like really mean, calling you like a gay poopy head or some shit. Right? They're 11. That makes no difference here.
All this conversation was just communicating like, okay, you know what, for the best, for like their own safety.
Yeah, but the fact that there's hesitation there makes you sound like a fucking crazy person.
It is good that we probably banned them from everything, and we even come to that conclusion at the end. But I just wanted to make sure, and I said this to the mods, just make sure you communicate.
I've said you can literally film on it or look at the transcript when we're done. I've said liability like at minimum 20 times this stream. I can think of the word liability, but thank you.
That he didn't do anything wrong, and it's just because of his age. So I see. So then they just to read off all of these, just from typing, he can still watch and everything. It was a precaution. I say, okay, I hear you. It's just like, I don't know, feels weird because they make so much fan art and have been around for a while.
You can't stop minors from watching your content. I've said this before. If you're a minor, you shouldn't be watching my content, but like there's not really like there's fuck all I could do to stop that. And the type of content I make, I don't think there's a big like I can see maybe 17-year-olds or something as like maybe watching my stuff. But like, yeah, I disincentivize it or whatever. Like, you're not welcome to like it be in like the actual interactive part of my spaces or whatever, or join my server or be in my chat or anything. But like ultimately, whether they watch or not, that's not going to be up to you. What is up to you is actually like facilitating that presence in the community by permitting them to be in these things.
Supportive. Just to be banned like that from even chatting, that feels kind of...
Aiden, liability is a 6th grade word, I think. Kind of embarrassing to not know. Yeah, it's like crazy that I've used a word 20 times that I apparently don't know. Super like intelligent like takeaway from this. Thank you once again. I get smarter every time you type.
They are like, this is such a, it's crazy. This is being twisted. Like to say like, I want to keep minors in the audience. It's so malicious and fucked up.
W Max for quoting Machiavelli, so based. W Max. W Max. Dude, Machiavelli's so cool. So cool. So based. I based my life around him, man. So awesome. Power is great.
And it's like coming from these same people, they have this weird fascination of like talking about 12-year-olds and minors on my channel.
Oh, doing the like reverse pedo. Like, oh, you care about there being a minor in my server being at risk? What are you? Some sort of pedo?
When it's like, these are the people who are making fake accounts, pretending to be kids.
We haven't seen any evidence of that. And also this like broad, these are the people, all of those people suck. I'm not with them, right? Parry's seemingly with them. I'm not, right? Your mods suck. But like at the end of the day, there's a valid criticism here that like you were sitting here like actually like not immediately seeing the problem with the existence of this like minor in your space.
That they could blame my community. It's so bizarre. Like, these are the freaks who are being the children and asking for fan fiction porn while pretending to be them. So it continues. They're violating terms of service by being on the Reddits one at a time, guys, just in case in advance. I don't know, though. Maybe it is better. Just feels bad. I know it sucks, but at the end of the day, this is for a child's safety. They do make tons of fan art and contribute a lot. I totally get that, but I just don't think it's safe for him. And then I say at the end, sure, yeah, all right. So,
all right, who can just cut up a VOD in one day? Who can cut up a VOD in a single day on Premiere? Just cut it up. I don't want any effects. I don't want to finish VOD. Just fucking cut it up in one day. Who can do that? If you can do that, DM me. Thanks. Just cut it up. That's like all you need to do.
I don't know what this is ever supposed to prove. This is a normal conversation of just like trying to figure out, and what they don't show is the continuate of just me saying next. Just someone make sure to communicate to him that he didn't.
I can do, yeah. Someone's gonna one guy me, agree to do it, and I'm gonna get it back. And there's gonna be like Skrillex background music, like MLG edits, like a iMovie default transit. They're gonna send it to me in some like obscure like file format from like the 90s that a modern computer can't open.
Wrong, and it's just for his age. And then and then like that all was worked out. Like, this was just a normal interaction, just like trying to like just solve this problem. I don't know what was the supposed issue here, but there was that. There was no maliciously doxing a minor and like not feeling bad about it or like wanting to keep him on the channel.
Yeah, there was no, you did. Okay. The problem once again is not that there was nobody, you weren't doxing anybody. Problem once again is that he does not see the immediate concern and risk involved with allowing an 11-year-old in his community, regardless, irrespective of how supportive of a fan they were. And I'd love to have Liam come on and talk to me about this, because I, unlike a certain somebody, I'm not glazing the complete and utter freaks that have been the messengers of these allegations, right? I also think the X-Mods are weirdos too, right? I'll give him a fair shot, but I believe that, like, because some of these dumb criticisms have been made, he's, like, completely missing the point.
It's just so weird lies. But continuing on, let me see. Yeah. So ever since they created this hate subreddit, which I went over earlier, where they all collude together to just be hateful losers that for some reason are even attacking Caitlyn.
By the way, folks, we are presently, as we stand right now, we are 29. We're 19. $19 away from hitting Streamly goals. If you want to help us out, as always, you could tip through Streamlabs, Super Chat, link down below. Another great way to support the channel is by liking up. And if you're new here, give me a sub. Give me a sub.
Who is not involved in any of this and has nothing to do with this, like I showed the clip before. And was there any other clips of that I wanted to show? There's just like weird like Reddit messages of just people like still saying like Caitlyn is behind this, or like behind.
Yeah, guys, he's telling you that this really gets to him. So please, the hateful freaks and trolls that want to get under his skin, that would clearly be an indication that you should stop doing this. That's why he's announcing that it's getting to him and really bothering him. For sure, man.
Self-expression. And I
this
just
is this is a great way to deal with the activity you don't like on the internet.
Like, it's so weird and fucked up to do this, especially from like people who you thought was chill. It's like I'm making all my own.
Dude, I used to have a nickname for Kai, and I've stopped myself mentally from saying it throughout the course of the stream because it is not TOS appropriate.
Decisions. Okay, I'm very much capable of myself. I'm making up all my own decisions. I'm doing all my own things. There's not this secret fucking story behind all of this. So yeah, there you go. But I think that might be the bulk of it. So that's kind of everything I can explain, and I could explain anything else if anyone's genuinely curious, but like coming from these same people, these are obviously going to be people like I want nothing to do with and ousted from anything to do with me. And the main reason I wanted to do this is because I just really want to make sure
Queen Larissa has spoken. You've been exiled from the kingdom of 11-year-olds.
Sure that like normal fans don't, because of my silence, don't get tricked and fooled by these malicious people. Just because like my silence allows that to happen.
Normal fans, like those who are they haven't even gotten their braces off because they haven't even gotten their braces yet. Those kind of fans. Yo, that scared the shit out of me. Thank you so much, dude. Thank you so much, Lord of War, with the 19 fucking dollars. We'll say 20. That was incredibly based. Sends us to Streamly Goal. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. Are you new here, by the way? I've not. Maybe if you're not new here, it's gonna be very bad that I think you're new because that means I don't recognize your name.
Like really clear, so I'm gonna like pin this post on the subreddit, make sure anyone who like goes back to it sees it and they fully understand and explain it, and they know that it's explained. So yeah, that's kind of it. I could explain anything else from people who are genuinely wondering and not just like.
This is what the libs want to turn every man into. Sad.
Yeah. These freaks who are posing as 12-year-olds and asking for fanfiction porn on my...
Isn't super senior older than 18 though? No, you could be a super senior in 18, right? Because your senior year is 17 to 18. And then let's say you repeat that, you'd be 18 for the first few months of your senior year, right?
Subreddit as a way to like prove a point against...
God, I remember when I was 18, man. The world was my oyster.
To me.
If I could go back, if I could listen to you young folks, you don't know how good you fucking have it, man.
And I guess last thing that I did want to mention,
I remember sitting by the riverbed with the beautiful woman I was with. Could still remember her smile before she died in that accident, falling into a giant vat of chocolate. God, still brings tears to my eyes.
Is that this right here.
I'm not that young anymore. I'm gonna be 21, dude. It's like actually, dude. I'm actually like so fucking devastated, but simultaneously, kind of happy because like, it's gonna feel really. I'm like a goody two shoes. I don't like go to bars with fake IDs or anything. So it's gonna feel weird going into an American bar.
Let me take a look at this. So there's this person as well who's like in this Discord server that a lot of these people are, you know, colluding into. Literally just hate group. Literally hate. It's the biggest loser shit you can imagine in the world. Okay, actual hate Discord servers just to like pose as kids and do like all this weird like opping of my channel. So, and this is one of the people who were in it, which I'm not going to say their name, because I don't want to out them. But this was just something they said to explain why like a lot of people aren't mods anymore, and like a lot.
The craziest part is the weed. The craziest part is the weed. Okay, I'm pretty anti-weed in the way that it's consumed now, but like to actually be able to go into a dispensary is like nuts. I don't know. These are all like crazy concepts to me.
A lot of people are for some reason angry with the fact that they aren't mods anymore, and it's like extremely obvious that if you're acting this way, you're not going to be a mod anymore.
My 21st birthday stream. Listen, if I was living somewhere else, my 21st birthday stream we'd be smoking a blunt.
So this was someone who sent this. Hey, I'm in the Claw server.
Because everyone has things to do on my birthday, so I might legitimately be live the day of my birthday because everyone, like my mom is coming out here earlier than my birthday because she can't make it for my actual birthday. So I have nothing else to do on that day, so I might be live.
And
we'll see.
the people there are insane. They hate Liam so fucking much, and they're even plotting some kind of rogue mods deleting comments plan to fuck with his channel. Don't know if they're really going through with it, just letting
I'm gonna
you
be
know.
like, dude, a weed, a single weed. This is like so cool.
So it's like, I'm hearing this, I'm getting this information. And then it's also like simultaneously, like these people are doing all of this, like these previous mods. And then they're also wondering,
So you want, I don't want birthday money. This is nothing to do, no. On my birthday stream, yeah, like if I got tips in general and hit Streamly goal on my birthday, that would be great. There's nothing to do with the money, man. I need something to do on the day of my birthday.
man, it's so fucked up how I just lost my mod. Man, I can't believe that I can't believe that I just lost my mod. When this is what they were doing, making dozens of spam accounts, planning to like delete a bunch of comments and use.
Oh my, dude, I'm actually gonna like, you're gonna make me cry. You're gonna make me cry. Dude, not only did I actually see my subs like in the green for the first time in a while, not only did we regularly do over 130 most of the stream, I got taken off the fucking commentary clip blacklist. I got clipped. Holy soy. Let's fucking go, dude. Best birthday present ever. I'm very happy.
Use their power on my channel to like fuck with me. It's like, man, does streaming really attract this group of people? I don't want to say
No, just streaming to an audience of like 16-year-old girls attracts that group of people. In my case, we only attract the brightest of minds. It's like the fucking school of Athens. Okay? My streaming career has caused me to meet some very intelligent people, like the woman who ran from a DUI mid-debate. Who else? The guy that like pulled out his bare asshole live on stream.
majority, because
$5 from Will is me. Happy birthday. Not yet, but much appreciated about it.
like majority of people are cool, normal, and chill, and even in the Discord server they were. But
Well,
something about just like stream communities, they attract like
yeah,
these
dude, I'm sure this is his cope. It's stream community. No, it's your community.
really invested parasocial people, which I first thought could like be
You literally are fine with your audience like drawing like gender bent artwork of you and art of you and your girlfriend and making it personal by bringing her on your streams. And like if you're trying to get a parasocial fan base, you're probably gonna have a parasocial hater base as well if it consists of your ex-fans. No shit.
like chill, normal, and fun. But I didn't know the level of like parasocial where they like go insane afterwards, like actually just like crazy on the other side.
I've only had to deal with like somebody going I've made a lot of enemies. It's no secret. A lot of people really fucking don't like me. Some for just reasons, others not so much. It's going to depend on the person. I acknowledge I'm somebody that it's easy to hate. But I have only ever had to deal with the issue of somebody getting legitimately parasocial with that hatred one time. And in that case, they were insane to begin with. But that issue has only come about one time, and my mistake was modding somebody who was like a walking red flag, who originally in my time of knowing them had been one of my most like dedicated like supporters or whatever. I guess like every time I'd get in an argument, they'd immediately show up and try to argue for it and shit. It was like that's like the red flag, because like the second it wasn't so great, and I had made a comment something along the lines of like telling them to leave because I didn't need them or something. They've crashed out for months.
You know? So
this is just avoided
this other thing.
by not having parasocial people around you to begin with, even when that parasociality is like perceived as positive.
of him like also like talking about the thing. So not for the plan I mentioned. Right now they're doing some kind of psyop where they pretend to be tween users and posting cringe comments on Liam's videos, all of Mohammed in their name. So that's the same guy who was in the Discord server who's confirming.
Wow, so Liam has such a closed-minded worldview that he doesn't his worldview is so backwards. He doesn't think people from the Middle East have access to the internet, so he thinks nobody could legitimately be named Muhammad. Wow. Liam really thinks that London doesn't have internet access? What the fuck, bro?
This as well, as if if you needed further confirmation. But all this is about is just like for the normal followers and like people in the community. I just want to make sure you don't get fooled by this because of my silence. So that like
no, the reason Muhammad is such a common like people are like England has fallen. Muhammad is the most common baby name. The problem, it's not like that makes it seem like, oh look, there's so many like Muslims or whatever. No, the problem is Muslims just like don't pick very diverse baby names. They don't. They pick from like a pool of 5 names. So of course there's going to be disproportionate representation of a single name when like every like white Christian or secular parent wants to like be unique and name their kid like something that nobody else is doing. Some shit like Chyler or something. Of course that one's going to be dominant because everyone is sticking to that one.
If you see like a subreddit called Liam Donovan Hex, or if they make a new one.
Yeah, thank you for promoting it.
It's just like these are the things to look out for, is that this is what people are doing, and this is going to like 100% like ramp this up more, and they're probably going to do it more and more and more. But
it's like Mexicans with Jesus.
Like this was worth it because it was getting too much, and I just don't want people to get I don't want normal people to get the wrong idea from just vindictive people's actions.
No, with Hispanic people, it's not a lot of origin in terms of last name. It's like a pool of like 15 names. And the worst part is they don't get one last name. They get 2. They get 2. And it's still like always the same thing. It's still always the same thing.
So yeah. That's it. That's basically it.
Well, thank you for promoting the Hex subreddit. Thank you for letting everyone in your community know that there's a minor for them to reach out to. Thank you for focusing on the worst parts of the criticism and not seemingly seeing the like immediate problem with the mere existence of an 11-year-old in your community, regardless of how much they've contributed to said community. Much appreciated.
Just real quick.
Like, it's not a defense to say this 11-year-old was different. That's just like that's like a really cringe, self-destructive way to respond, and makes you look horrible in the grand scheme of things. Although I agree that Liam's mods are insane, and that the there was like some lack of criticism against them as well from the side that's going after Liam for legitimate stuff. At the end of the day, Liam absolutely looks really fucking bad here. And yeah, I would be willing to talk to him about this if he thinks I'm a reasonable person. But I mean, does it continue?
But that's basically going to sum this up. That's just all I wanted to do real quick and just get this straight out of the way. But yeah.
You're one to talk, Shlomo. Yeah, dude, that's my name.
Okay, so I'm a little confused. Like, so did the mods get mad because you took too long to ban the kid off the subreddit? Like, is this what happened? Well, the thing is that they were really like upset about the first.
Well, because the immediate response was not, holy shit, how did an 11-year-old get in here? The immediate response was, oh, like, well, he's like a cool contributor to our community.
Like me banning that person who was just saying that they were using my channel for like streams and just like to leech off my channel.
Who gives a fuck about that?
Because they were friends with that person. So they like naturally took their side and it just kind of like devolved more and more from there. But then they're now using anything as an excuse. But I had a normal, reasonable conversation, like in a group call with a lot of people on the Discord to iron out any bad blood. And actually, I thought it ended good and normal, and things were like chill, just for like this all to stir. It's really, really weird. But no, there was really nothing there. But okay, what else? What else? How long has this been happening with all this drama? This was like at the start of the year. I think like January 4th or something. January 4th, I think.
January was seemingly a horrible month for many.
How could someone dox themselves? Well, they released information of themselves
True.
on accident.
Yeah, that's not doxing yourself. Dude, people are so fucking stupid when it comes to doxing. You can't dox yourself. That's not fucking possible. Oh, wait, didn't mean to click on that.
You know, that's what I mean by that on the subreddit post.
It wouldn't be a dox if you're the one doing it.
Genuine questions, you could ask that. But there you go. I'm gonna be honest, the stuff he's being called out for is stupid, to be honest. The only concerning thing is the dox, but that was accidental, and it wasn't like he's desperately trying to keep the post up. I mean, yeah, I just don't know what I'm expected to do differently in that situation, because
Immediately ban the 11-year-old from everything. Probably.
it's like, I'm live doing a stream, and I just, and I even took down, like, as soon as I was made aware of the information that this happened, and that someone did...
It's not just taking the post down, it's banning this person from any means of communication within your community that you have control over. That's literally it. I can repeat that forever, but I don't care about these dumb questions. This is obviously a total Liam L. Also an L for his, like, schizoid mods. L for everybody involved here. My hair got crazy. We've been here so long. But yeah, L for everybody here except for me. You guys have been incredibly... Listen, the strike is canceled, okay? This stream was like back to normal levels pre-Wifegate. So the support here is much appreciated. Thank you for everybody that showed up. Anyone who is new here, welcome. If you want to talk to me, give me criticism, join my Discord server if you're over the age of 18, of course. And yeah, I think that about settles it. Tomorrow we're going to be covering like the I think it's actually called the butthole allegations. So we'll be talking about the butthole allegations tomorrow. Abayu the 2, this is the guy who called in and flushed the toilet. Yes, Liam did do that. But yeah, thank you guys for everything. I will see you all tomorrow.